Thank you. Thank you. I know. We are back once again to lay witness to the New York Knicks taking on the Charlotte Hornets here tonight. Here's the issue. Here is the issue that I'm going to have with tonight, especially tonight. Especially tonight because you're taking on a Charlotte Hornets team that, number one, just isn't very good, but number two, is down like 1,000 people. So let's get right to business. New York Knicks, I need you to take care of business. I need you to come out and treat this team the way Dallas treated you, right? Take your frustrations out tonight. Put up another 145-point performance. I don't give a damn what it looks like. Go ahead, score a gazillion points. Just give us something to be happy about at the end of the day, right? Because you already ruined Thanksgiving, New York. You already ruined Thanksgiving. So the Knicks got to come out with the right kind of mentality. And I figured, hey, man, they need something. So I need to send them as much good energy as I can. So I'm rocking the full orange and blue today, right? Blue blazer, orange shirt, blue and orange tie. We got the Knicks fitted on just because they need everything they can get right now, right? I say all of that because that game against Dallas was really frustrating to have to sit through and watch, right? They were never really in it. That was the issue. They never really gave it a full, oh, we're coming back on them. Never really felt that. We were kind of just waiting for the final buzzer to go off all night long. Tonight they're playing a Charlotte team that they should just absolutely decimate them. Not even a contest tonight. Another one. Here is the thing, though. About 18 games in, I believe this is the 18th game, 18th, 19th, whatever, 19th game. They played 18 games. This team, as currently constituted, is sitting okay in the league. I believe they're 8th in point differential. I was actually just going through this. I haven't pulled up. Maybe we can go through them at halftime together. But going through them, the Knicks aren't really bad at anything. Except defense. Right? And defense is all encompassing. It's hard to be like, well, they're good at everything but defense. The thing about their defense is you would think that they are allowing either a ton of points in the paint or a ton of threes, and I'm here to tell you it's not really the case. They're just not really stopping anything. So they're about middle of the pack in both of those. Here's the thing. They're not a healthy squad. They're going to get healthier, so presumably the point paints will continue to rise. I believe they're only 12th, maybe 15th at worst, maybe 18th. But they're hovering somewhere in that middle ground there, which you would think it would be worse. And the reason why it feels worse is because they're struggling this season with the things that they excelled at last season. So the drop feels way more precipitous than it is. It's bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not unfixable. Precious Achiuwa should be making his return very shortly. And Mitchell Robinson, if you guys didn't know, he was on the court getting his workouts in. He's still not cleared, I believe, for basketball activities. Not even really anywhere near that. He's not really even working out with the team. He's just kind of on the court, hanging around the guys, doing his own sort of rehab work. But it is a good sign. It steps in the right direction. It steps in a positive direction. And like I said, the main thing we're worried about and the main thing we're focusing on right now is Precious Achiuwa, because Mitchell Robinson's way in the future. So the Knicks, they simply just have to take care of business tonight. And what that would leave them on this 5-game road trip is 3-2, right? Presumably they'll win tonight. Again, Charlotte is missing everybody. They'll be 3-2 on the road trip, which going on a West Coast road trip, appreciate you for the subscription, going on the West Coast road trip, any team going on a road trip to the opposite conference, the goal is to be over 500. The bare minimum is 500. The goal is to steal a game or two. And if it's a 5-game road trip, we'll go 3-2, hopefully 4-1. But we're not going 2-3. And the Knicks, should they win tonight, like they're supposed to, they would have gone to 3-2 on the road trip. The problem is that the 2 games that they lost felt horrendous. They feel worse than just a regular loss. But the thing about that is, losses are just losses. I know they can signify really bad things happening with the team, but they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine, right? And the stats that we were looking at earlier today, which, like I said, we could probably go through them at halftime. it'll really help. The stats that we were going through, that we can go through at halftime, it's really going to help sort of quell some of the issues. SH998 was popping, my guy. Said, are you going to stream the game live? We are streaming the game live, my brother. As Towns wins the tip. And we're getting ready to go. Brunson has it up top. Crazy court. I love this court from Charlotte, by the way. NBA Cup game, of course. The Knicks should win it against a really struggling Hornets team that already lost both of their games, so they don't really have much to play in terms of really needing a win for the NBA Cup here. Towns has it. High post against, is that Diabite? As he flips it up with the left hand and he gets it to go as the shot clock was expiring. What's my name? What's up? What's my name? When is tip off? Right now, my brother, right now. Mark, Karen, Omar, the high vibe, Big Rud, of course, was popping everybody. Karen, swish kicks. Diabite has it up top, hands it off to, see, I'm not even sure who that is. They get it over to the rookie Salon. Now they feed Diabite. He's going to drive to his left, lost it, picks it back up, kicks it out to Salon. He pump fakes, one dribble to his left. He's going to a high rainbow shot, airballs it. It's a shot clock violation. That was a rough sequence already for this young team. They don't really have options, man. They don't really have options outside of LaMelo. Brandon Miller's really the one guy, but he didn't even touch the ball in that possession. Let's go ahead and open up the box score as Josh Green pressures Brunson down the court. Josh Hart has it up top, being guarded by Miller, gets it over to Towns. Towns hands it off to Brunson. Stepping back on the right wing as Diabite switched onto him. Over to Josh Hart. They have it up top. They're trying to force feed it down to Towns. They don't have the size to deal with him. He comes down to the left, and it's another shot clock violation, this time from the Knicks. As Towns just didn't get a shot off in time, and the Knicks are just kind of slowly walking into things. Come on, guys. The high vibe said Miller's going to drop 50. I don't know about that, big dog. Like, he's got OG Anunoby guarding him. I don't know about that one. Diabite up top, hands it off to Green, dancing around the screen. Green, cross-court pass, Salon, left corner three, left wide open, and he splashes it. Micic is the point guard. Or Micic is the point guard for Charlotte. I was like, who is that? He's guarding Brunson here. Brunson, quick crossover to his right, takes the foul. It's going to be side out of bounds. Mark said, yo, let's respond and grab this dub. I mean, they should. They should. No, they got nothing, Charlotte. They've got nothing. I don't know if they're going to give it to him in the act of shooting, Brunson, so he's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Brunson misses the first one. JB, can we please not do this tonight? Can we please not do this tonight? He's got one more coming. We're already missing free throws. I don't like it. I don't like it. CP, what's up, CP? Cat might go for 40. That's another good point because the last time Karl-Anthony Towns played against Charlotte, he had 62. Now, Minnesota last season ended up losing that game because of how they ended up playing and trying to force feed Towns the ball towards the end of that game. I think this team would play a little bit smarter than that. But Green has it up top, one dribble to his left, puts up a foul line jumper, and he gets it to go. Charlotte's going to come ready to play, but the Knicks got to be able to quell this and kind of stomp them out early. No need to get into a track meet with this team. They're not good, first of all. And then second of all, they're missing all these players. They're missing LaMelo. They're missing Trey Mann. They're missing Nick Richards, their big man. They were already missing their starting big man in Mark Williams. Towns has it up top, coming to his right, picks his dribble up again. A lot of standing around for the Knicks. Anunoby's got a chuck like a half-court heaver, hits the top of the backboard as the shot goes. The Knicks are just not getting into anything right now. It's almost like they ate their Thanksgiving leftovers right before the game started. Why are we so tired and lethargic? Like, come out and run them off the court, Knicks. Run them off the court. Get them out of here. Some very poor possessions to start the game. Micic bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right. And denying Brandon Miller the ball, so Micic is going to keep it. Coming to his right off the Diabite screen feed. Leaves it off for Diabite. Goes up and banks in a well-contested layup. about 5 feet away from the basket, flipped it up at the basket and banked it in over Karl Anthony Towns' outstretched hands. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left on Green, gets into the paint, puts up a floater, gets it to go. We need to get into our actions quicker. I know we're a slow team. I know we're a slower paced team, but I feel like we're just kind of standing around offensively right now. And that should be our best trait. Salon on the right wing, back to Miller up top, being guarded by OG. Coming to his right, just throws it up over OG, comes up short, but fight for the rebound. Bridges does a good job tipping it away from the Hornets here. Brunson bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Quick crossover to his right. Now dancing with it. Has it up top. Picks a dribble up over to Bridges. They swing it over to Hart. Inside pass to Towns. He's got the advantage, and he draws a foul immediately upon the catch in the post. They're definitely force-feeding Towns the ball because he just has the advantage tonight. Charlotte does not have any big men. They're starting Diabite, who, I don't know, Towns may have like 40 pounds on the kid, and like 2 or 3 inches on him. As Bridges has it in the post against Micic here. Backing him down, stops, turns along the baseline, and he can't get the friendly roll as their shot falls off. Bridges not off to a great start, already struggling, missing his first shot. Miller attacking, and they call out of bounds on Miller, who stepped out of bounds along the baseline. High Priest, Lord Concubine. Appreciate you, High Priest. Appreciate you. Brunson bringing it down. Josh Green applying some full court pressure. Josh Green's a good physical defender. Brunson guarding him up top. He's coming to his left. Miller switches on to him. He's going to take him one-on-one. Settles for a mid-range jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Miller with the long rebound. He's going to bring it down now. Very slow-paced, low-energy game. It is a, early matinee game as Anunoby ends up fouling Salon, and as he was driving it down, he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Very, very chill, slow-paced game from both sides. Not a whole lot of action, not a whole lot of entertainment. Whistles are flying early. A lot of standing around from both sides, both offensively and defensively. Charlotte Hornets have an excuse as all their ball handlers and all their guys are out. As Salon so far is being the most aggressive player on the court. He averages 4.5 points. He may just get like 19, 20 tonight. Like a good bet is Salon over 20 tonight because somebody's got to score, right? I don't even know who would be coming off the bench for them, if we're being honest. Salon knocks down both of his free throws. I'm not doing a good job of keeping track of the box scores either, by the way. My bad. It's 9-5, 7:30 to go. Brunson over to Towns up top, being guarded by Diabite. Over to Bridges. Bridges on the right wing, jab step. Coming to his left off the Towns screen, picks his dribble up, feeds it to Towns in the post. We're already down to 5 on the shot clock. He spins along the baseline, leaves it off for OG for an easy two-handed slam. There we go. Something nice and easy. Good patience, good execution. But again, the Knicks are winding down that shot clock really low. I know they tend to do that, but Miller misses a pull-up jumper. Diabite with the offensive rebound, though. They swing it around, and Salon gets a wide-open left corner 3, and he knocks it down again. And the Knicks are just... they're not even a step slow. They're a couple of steps slow, especially defensively, but even offensively, they're a step slow. Josh Hart picks up his dribble, and they call a travel on Josh Hart. And Josh is upset at the call, but we're going to get a timeout from the Hornets here. And I wish I could bring you guys a little bit more energy, but let's be real. I could only give you what the Knicks are giving me, and they're not providing any energy tonight. They're really not. They're really not. 3GP, what's up, 3GP? Right, it's an early matinee game, so I get it. I get the slower start, but at the same time, like, come on, man. Come on. They could end their night early, or their afternoon, I should say. They could end their afternoon early by simply running these guys off the court if they came out with the right mentality. And I'm disappointed that they haven't. This was also an issue they had last year. This is kind of an issue with the Knicks in general, or teams in general in the NBA when you have early matinee games like this. Like, one of those teams are bound to just come out very slow. But at the same time, like, I get they've been on the road, but this is a bad Charlotte Hornets team. They should have no issues gunning it out and running these guys off the court. Come on, guys. Susan said, hope you and your family had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Appreciate you. It was a very chill Thanksgiving this year. Not nearly as many people as we usually have. That was purposeful. It was purposeful. We kind of just wanted it to be chill. Only direct family members came over this year. And it was very fun, very chill. But I'm hoping this is not one of those frustrating nights, right? I didn't even give the Knicks the loss on my board, which I should. On the month, they are now 8-6. I like to keep track of where they are monthly. October, they only played 4 games, and they were 2-2. In November, they are 8-6 now, which is a little bit worse. They could end at 9-6, which is okay. They'd be 3 games over 500. It's okay. Not the greatest, but okay. Karen said there are pros, no excuses. That's where I'm at, Karen. That's where I'm at. Go 3-1 on your Louise. Go 3-2 in your road trip. Just say hey, look, we're over 500 on the road trip. It's fine. We survived it. Going West Coast is always rough. You do it about 2 or 3 times a year. Knock those games out and go positive on them. And then you can, look back and just say hey, man, losing some of those games, product of the West Coast road trip. We're back into it. Miller up top, driving to his right, getting down the lane. High floater, way off, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds by Miller. It's going back to the Knicks. And Brunson will bring it down. Brunson on the right wing, hands it off to Bridges. Coming to his left, pulling it back out. Gets it over to OG. Gets it over to Josh Hart in the corner. Josh Hart dribbling it out, throws it inside to Towns. Towns, he's got Green on him, spins along the baseline, floater, can't get it to go. And they call a travel on Towns. Not the greatest of officiating staff in this game. I did see who was officiating it. Very young team, very inexperienced team. It's the kind of game, early matinee game against a really bad Charlotte Hornets team that where they put these officials so that they can gain some experience, but they're calling some things that you just don't call in the NBA. 2 travels so far that just really even weren't travels. But, you don't call travel in the NBA to begin with, but also those 2 that they called, you don't call those, man. Green has it up top, gets it over to Miller. Quick catch and fire over OG, airballed it. Maybe OG got a piece of it, but Brunson with the rebound, he's bringing it down. And OG hits the floor as Green just kind of ran into him. Towns with a straightaway 3, and he gets it to go down as the trailer. Miller up top, coming to his left off the Diabite screen. Getting into the middle of the lane, stops, pump fakes, kicks it out to Salon. Salon being guarded by Hart. Coming to his right, pulls up a deep straightaway 3. Can't get that one to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Charlotte's game plan tonight is just going to be no hesitation, launch it from 3 because it's their best chance. As Towns launches a straightaway 3, can't get it to go. And here comes Cody Martin, one of the Martin twins. I always forget who is who, but one of the Martin twins. Hands it off to Miller. Miller up top being guarded by OG, has it. Dancing with it, deciding where he wants to go. Coming to his left off the Diabite screen. Snaking again into his right hand, a fall-away jumper over OG. Comes up short again, and Towns with another strong rebound over to Josh Hart. Hart bringing it down. Hart on the right wing. Feeds it inside to OG. He's got the size and strength advantage, but he slips and falls. And here comes Josh Green pushing the other way over to Miller. Miller driving it down, goes right into Towns. Great defense from Towns. And he gets the rebound and outlet to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. And the Knicks aren't really even pushing that fast. They get it over to Hart, who hands it off to OG, catches, hesitates, now puts up the 3, in and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. And here comes Martin. Martin has it up top, being guarded by Josh Hart. I need OG to get some new shoes or something, K-Easy. He's just a clumsy guy, man. He falls down easily. I wish I could tell you that wasn't the case, but it is. As Martin lines up a straightaway 3 over Hart and he gets it to go, like I said, no hesitation from the Charlotte Hornets tonight. They normally don't have hesitation anyway, but especially tonight where you don't have offensive creators. If you have daylight and breathing room, fire that thing. No hesitation. Josh Hart forcing the pass inside. Got knocked away, but it somehow finds its way out to the Knicks. And Josh Hart can't knock down a left wing 3. Towns fighting for the rebound, can't get it. Green pushing it the other way. I need the Knicks bench to come in and provide some energy, man. Campaign, where are you? Where are you, Campaign? It's got to be a good campaign night tonight. Green driving it down, leaves it off for Diabite, who goes up, airballs is the layup, but the ball finds its way back to Green, who flips it up. That's not Green. Who flips it up and lays it up and in. He looks like Josh Green, but that's not Josh Green. Brunson bringing it down against Martin here. 17-10 here in this first quarter with 3:30 to go. I never even restarted the timer. And ball knocked out of the hands as Brunson was driving it in on Miller, and it's out of bounds on Brunson. It's Cody Martin. Okay, thank you. What's my name? Thank you, brother. Thank you. McBride checks in. And again, very low energy game here tonight. Miller is 0 for 7, though, which is, if we lose this game where they don't have any of their players and their second best player, Brandon Miller, is 0 for 7. It's KJ Simpson. I always forget about KJ Simpson. They get it over to Miller. Miller on the right wing, dancing with it, pulls it back, goes up over OG, gets blocked again by Anunoby. I believe that's the second block on a Miller jump shot. But the Hornets do recover it. They get it back to Martin. Martin on right wing 3, airballs it, out of bounds. And they're going to call it a shot clock violation. They initially called it out of bounds, going back to Charlotte. But they do give them the shot clock violation as the buzzer did expire. E. Gibson, what's up, E. Gibson? This is a below-average team, also missing Bridges and Ball. Yeah, you're right, E. Gibson. They're already, oh no, they do give them the ball. They put 0.3 in the clock. And now now they give Knicks possession as they stole it. Should have been another shot clock violation, but now Bridges has it. Over to Brunson. Brunson in the right corner 3. Knocks it down. Thank you, JB. This shouldn't even be a close game. I'm already a little upset that it's this close, this early. I get it, but still. Miller on the right wing dancing with it. Over to Simpson, who's going to fire a 3 over OG. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. McBride with the rebound. And then Brunson bringing it down and gets the ball poked away by Martin and then ends up fouling Martin, going for the loose ball. This team's just a little lackadaisical to start, you know? And, like, the frustrating thing is, like, we're all tuned in. We're all here, Knicks. We showed up, too. Like, I know you don't want to be playing at 12. Playing at 12 sucks. I get it. But, like, we showed up. Y'all can't show up tonight so far? All this lackadaisical play. Come on. Paul Dog NYC. What's up, Paul? Kwame Robertson. What's up, Kwame? This team is just... They just grind your gears, man. They just get on your nerves because they should be way better, way better than especially how they're playing tonight. I get it's against a lowly team, and they probably think, we could turn it up for one quarter, extend the lead to 20 real quick, and then we're done. But, like, that's my point. Turn it up here in the first quarter, get this game over with early, and then we could have fun the rest of the game. We could celebrate, and everybody's going to have it going. Everyone's going to start shooting threes, and you're going to mess with the morale of the other team, and then they're not going to feel like they're in it because they're already missing their stars, and yet they just don't have that killer instinct in them right now. $3GB said they're still Thanksgiving food drunk. I hope not, man. I hope not. I hope they're more professional than that. You know, I was ready to go this morning. I got up nice and early. I handled some of the work I had to do. And then, you know, I got ready for the game. Because that's what you do. Those are the obligations you have in your life. There are obligations to come out and perform. It's a nationally televised, not a nationally televised game, but it's a televised game. Like, we're all tuning in, right? You're on TV. Act like it. Be prepared. Be a professional. Especially coming off the performance you gave in Dallas, you should be like, oh, we really owe the fans like a good, hard, strong performance against this lowly Charlotte's team, which, by the way, this is for the NBA Cup. Can't really afford to lose this game. You have to blow this team out because Orlando has a blowout in the NBA Cup here. They're like a plus 34. We're only like a plus 12, despite winning 2 games. So you have to blow this team out, and then you have to beat Orlando too, because even if you do that, you're both going to be 3-1, but they're going to win by the point differential. That's the tiebreaker. So, Tay Mag, what's up, Tay? E. Gibson said, you do a really good job in the game commentary. You deserve more subs. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. We're working on it. We're working on it. It's not really up to me. I appreciate you, though, man. I appreciate you. Tay said, playing at 12 on a Friday after Thanksgiving is very interesting. Yeah, the scheduling doesn't help us, but like we've been saying already, like, you're a professional basketball player. Show up and handle your business early, and then you don't have to play the whole game. You probably wouldn't have to play the fourth quarter, but now you give this team, this Charlotte team, like, confidence. They're up 17-13. They're up 4 points on you with 2.5 to go. Like, they're like, oh, we can hang with them. This isn't that bad. You're not playing great. Brandon Miller hasn't even made a shot yet. There you go, Jericho. Jericho applying a ton of pressure to Diabite right now. And then they call the offensive foul on Diabite. There we go, Jericho. The bench got to come in and provide some energy now because the starters don't have that energy. So the bench needs to come in. Jericho Sims, Campaign, Deuce McBride, come in, change the tenor of this game right now. Brunson's going to bring it down. Jericho Sims already got us started by applying some defensive pressure and getting an offensive foul. McBride inside the OG, has it at the foul line. And then Simpson just comes running behind and pokes the ball loose because the Knicks are just so slow. The Hornets just attacked him there, and we turned it over. Now they throw it out to Brandon Miller up top. He's going to dance with it around the screen. McBride switches onto him. He's got this height and size advantage. He's going to have him in the post now. Stops, turns, spins, puts up a little fall-away jumper over him, and he gets it to go. See, that's my issue. He's got the size advantage over him. Can't give up that switch there, even though I like McBride as a defender. Raymond Vasquez. What's up, Raymond? Bridges has it up top against Diabite off the switch. To get it over to McBride, back to Bridges. Picks his dribble up. They're trying to get it over to OG. And then they call a foul on Diabite being too aggressive with OG. But the Knicks continue to just be very slow and methodical. And it's like, no, the Charlotte Hornets team started to dig in because, like I said, they've built confidence. They're looking at this first quarter. It's 19-13. They're like, this team's not scary. We thought there was a possibility that we're going to come in and blow us out. Old man Taj Gibson. Salute to Big Taj. Still in the league somehow. Salute to Big Taj. Mark said 59 left in the first. I've seen enough. Yeah, this may not be the entertaining game we wanted to be, but they still gotta pull out this win. I'm not worried about winning and losing. I'm more upset that it's not going the way we needed to go. As Bridges lines up a three and he can't get it to go. Brandon Miller bringing it down the right wing. The right wing. I was right. The right wing. Simpson has it over to Martin. Martin on the right wing, dancing with it. Anunoby switched onto him. Now they get it up top to Miller, being guarded by Bridges. Quick crossover to his right. Stops, turns, spins. They bring a double team. They kick it out to Simpson. Pass fake. Driving it past the defense, and he throws it down with one hand. Man, that was disgusting defense right there. It really was. Brunson in the middle of the lane. Again, the ball gets poked out of his hands, but he picks it back up and gets the lefty layup to go. 21-15 now. Martin has it up top, being guarded by OG. Winding down the clock. There's about a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Miller has it up top, dancing with it, being guarded by Bridges. Quick crossover to his left, getting to the middle of the lane. Gets blocked from behind by OG, and he saves it, but right to Seth Curry, who knocks down a jumper. 23-15. The Knicks have 15 first quarter points against this horrendous Hornets defense. They're already not a good defensive team, and they're missing all their guys as Anunoby fires at the buzzer. Way off. Horrendous. Horrendous first quarter. Not even bad. Horrendous. Raymond said, happy late Thanksgiving to you and all that's present or not. Let's go, Knicks. Appreciate you, Raymond. Appreciate you. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Like I said, the Knicks kind of ruined my Thanksgiving. I hope you guys were able to just wash that game out of your minds. I wasn't able to, personally. E. Gibson said, still have confidence. We get the win. Just disappointed in the level of intensity we are bringing. I'm right there with you, E. Gibson. I'm not concerned about them winning this game. This Hornets team is they're not going to be able to hold up. They don't have too many options unless the Knicks just collapse and they play horrific defense, which would be an abject disaster of a game. It's not really going to happen. I don't believe that's going to happen. But I'm right there with you about the intensity. Like, I don't even need you guys to come out and play your butts off as if this is a playoff game. But it can't be this. Can't be that. Whatever you did here in this, you scored 15 points. You scored 15 points in a quarter. You don't have any energy out there. And like just watching it, it's a very boring game to watch. Very boring game. Like, you guys know me. I'm full of energy. I hype everything up. Right? They could do the smallest of things. I'm going to hype it up. Because basketball is fun. Sports are fun. I can't hype nothing up that they're doing. Because they're not doing anything. Mark said I'm on the verge of calling this one. They're not playing a good team. So I can't get behind you with that one, Mark. Right? The Hornets are not a good team. In order to call it early, you have to have faith that the team opposite is decent enough to continue their level of play. I don't believe in the Hornets, but it's not like the Hornets played well in that first quarter is also my point. And I guess the point you're also making. Patrick, what's up, Patrick? The Hornets are also playing at noon on Friday. Yeah. The difference is that, and this is not an excuse. I'm with you. The difference is that the Hornets are playing a bunch of guys who normally don't get minutes, and so they're hyped, thinking this is my opportunity because they're missing all those guys. But like, that's also the point, right? These are third and fourth stringers that the Hornets are relying on here. So the Knicks, who are healthy, fully healthy, shouldn't be down 8 points to this team after the first quarter, only scoring 15 points. All right, can we lock in? Here we go. Simpson has it up top, feeds it over to Seth Curry, a mid-range jumper, and he gets it to go. And a double-digit deficit for the Knicks is opened up. Francisco Martins, what's up, Francisco? Marvin Leshore, what's up, Marvin? Campaign has it up top, being guarded by Misic. They get it over to Towns. Towns in the high post. Gets it over to Josh Hart in the right wing, being guarded by Taj Gibson. He jab steps and puts up a right wing three. Bricks it, and here comes the Hornets. Micic has it up top, being guarded by McBride. They get it over to Martin, coming to his left, puts up a three over Josh Hart. Way off on that one. Campaign chases down the rebound, and then turns it over right away. Seth Curry has it, driving it down, loses it. Josh Hart picks it up, pushing the pace the other way. Hit ahead to Campaign on the left wing. He's going to fire an open three in transition, and he knocks it down. Okay. Can that lead to just like good things happening now, Knicks? Right? Can that lead to just good things happening now? Come on. Martin has it up top. They feed it over to Curry. Catch and fires out of the mid-range again. And he gets a nice friendly roll and gets down with the drop again. That's 3 for 3 for Seth Curry now. All of them out of the mid-range. Payne over to Hart. Hands it off to McBride. Coming to his right, steps back. A mid-range, deep mid-range jumper. Don't like that shot, but he got it to go down. I'll take it. Simpson on the right wing, up top to Martin, over to Curry. Curry coming to his left, hesitation dribble, puts up a floater over Campaign. Good defense from Payne, good box out and rebound from Towns. Quick hit ahead to Josh Hart. He's going to put his head down and attack here. Lean in, gets blocked by Martin at the basket. Not typically something you see from Josh. Team just doesn't have that burst and explosion to them right now. Martin said, damn, they only scored 15 points. Is all the starters out? Not yet. Nope. All the starters are playing. It's actually going the other side. All of the Charlotte players are out, except for Brandon Miller. Towns has it. Shot clock winding down. And they call a defensive 3 seconds on the Hornets. I think it's got bailed out a little bit there. Francisco said, I honestly think our problem is the coach. We have very talented players, but we are not able to play with them. It can't be the coach, Francisco. The coach led them to 50 wins last year. He's led them to the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years. It can't be the coach, my man. 25-26 was popping. My guy said, I'm at work, can't catch the game. That sucks, brother. That sucks. You're not missing much. I'm not going to lie. You're not missing much. Josh Hart has it at the foul line. They feed Towns inside, leans in, and they call an offensive foul on Towns, who just lowered the shoulder and right into the chin of Cody Martin. And the Knicks, they look bad, man. They look bad. What's my name said, man, Curry's been playing like his brother. What is going on, Knicks? I mean, that is how Curry plays. He's just old, and he's not as good as Steph, and he doesn't have the handle. So the Knicks are just kind of allowing him to catch it in spots and turn and fire. They're not contesting him the way he should be contested. As Micic drives it down, picks up a foul, he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Micic is going to be at the foul line for 2 free throws. It's a 6-point game. The Knicks have 21. The Hornets with 27. We got 9:30 to go here in the second quarter. And I need these guys to kick up. I need them to give us something. They got 21 points, 2.5 minutes into the second quarter right now. Like, teams have that in the first 5 minutes of a game, you know? And the Knicks are the second best offense in the league, and they got 21 points. Micic goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Campaign's going to bring it down against Josh Green, who's subbed back in. The Knicks with Payne, Bridges, McBride, Hart, and Towns. Bridges driving it down, stops in the mid-range, a fall-away jumper, comes up short. Towns with the offensive rebound and putback. Approaching the 9-minute mark here. Micic has it up top, being guarded by Payne. Coming to his left off of Taj Gibson screen. Pocket pass to Gibson. A little short jumper in the paint. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart's going for a rebound. And then gets fouled by Green. Which honestly feels like a break because Josh Hart just kind of slips and falls and then dribbles the ball off his own foot. Susan said, okay, it's time for the third quarter rising. Come on, Knicks, I'm keeping positivity. I am too. Like I said, I think they're going to win this game. I'm just disappointed in the way they've played as Payne airballs a free throw and then smokes a layup. McBride picks up the rebound, dribbles it out to the right corner for a 3 over Gibson. Can't get it to go. Anunoby fighting for the rebound. Josh Hart has it, goes up, and he finishes through some contact. And then a timeout for the Charlotte Hornets as they want to talk a couple of things over. I don't blame them, but still. 3GP said, being that it's a cup game, they should be taking this game seriously, though. They should. And look, they could still end up winning this game by 20. But the way they've come out is disappointing, you know? It's 29-25 now. Like I said, I don't trust the Charlotte Hornets team to continue to play well all game long. They got a bunch of guys who, like, I have to look up who they are, and that's no offense to them, but they're third and fourth stringers. You know, a lot of the Charlotte Hornets main guys are out tonight, which is why I expected the Knicks to come out and just be like, let's end this one early. Boom, 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 boom. Swing it around, get some open shots, get into the paint, make this easy on ourselves, and they haven't done that. So now they're going to have to battle back. They're going to have to come out red hot in the third quarter and really battle against the Charlotte Hornets team, against these guys who, by the way, have some confidence in this game now. They're looking at this game, it's 29-25, and they're like, why can't we compete with them for the rest of the game? Why not? What's stopping us from competing with them? Right? We competed with them in the first half. Why can't we replicate that in the second half? And so you don't want that. Confidence is one of the most dangerous things to have in basketball. Confidence can make a bad shooter a great shooter. And that's what they're in store for tonight because they didn't take it seriously enough to start the game, right? Like I said, they could still end up winning this game by 20. It's just not going to feel good. It's not. It's an ugly game. "3GP said, Mikhail can't seem to buy, trade, steal, or steal a basket. Yeah, the Mikhail thing is getting really, really, really weird, man. It's getting really weird. He just does not seem to have chemistry with anybody on this team right now. And I don't know what to chuck it up to. I don't. Because it's not just the three-point shooting. The three-point shooting, I'm sure, is affecting his confidence. And when your confidence is affected, it starts to affect all other aspects of your game. But the defense isn't there. The shooting isn't there. The mid-range shooting that was there to start the year, which we could fall back on, is like, look, the mid-range shot's going down, so it's okay for now while he figures out the three-point shot. But now the mid-range shot's not going down. And so what are you really providing? Because you're not getting to the foul line. You've already said to the media, I'm not attacking the basket. I'm going to settle for these mid-range jumpers. We're just looking at you like, where are you then? What are you doing? What are you providing to this team right now? And the fan base, and I know a lot of you guys are, and I am too, but I think I got a little bit more patience than most people. But people are going to start demanding you to play well, which you can't really blame them because you've had maybe one good game on the Knicks so far, and that was the second game of the year against Indiana. Other than that, my man, what have you really done for this team? We're back into it. Green has it, driving it down, kicks it out to Salon, who pump fakes, now gets it over to Micic on the right wing. He's driving to his left, stops, double clutches in the air. Solid defense from the Knicks right now as Micic catching fires with the shot clock winding down, and it's another shot clock violation as he airballs it. Ball going back to the Knicks. 3GP said, this is a game that Mikal should use as practice to get his shot back. I mean, I think he should also use practice as practice, and I think he should also use all the free time he has available outside of playing NBA games to use that as practice as well. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Towns pump fakes and blows past the defense for an easy layup. Good stuff, Towns. 29-27, Micic bringing it down. 7:40 to go. To get it over to Simpson, jab step, side step to the left for a three, and he gets it to go down as Josh Hart got shook out of his boots. That's Nick Smith Jr. I think that's KJ Simpson, Nick Smith Jr., and Josh Green all look way too much alike. Nick Smith Jr. with the three. My bad. McBride on the left wing. Has it along the baseline. Attacking, goes all the way and gets fouled along the baseline. Foul on the floor. Josh Hart has it up top, gets it over to Towns up top in the high post. They hit OG Anunoby cutting back door, gathers himself and lays it up and in. Micic bringing it down, 3-point game, 32-29. Salon being guarded by OG up top. They get it over to Green coming off the screen, getting downhill, fighting for the rebound. Towns saves it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart bringing it down. We got a little bit of a pace to our game now as Josh Hart drives it down, kicks it out to Payne. Payne on the right wing, jab step. Crossing over now. Coming to his left, up top, McBride gets open for a straightaway three, and he gets it to go down. There you go, Deucey. And we're tied at 32. Can the Knicks take the lead? Can we take the lead, Knicks? Nick Smith Jr. over to Diabite. Being guarded by Towns. Hands it off to Micic. Micic dribbling around the screen, puts up a three, and he gets the 3 points right back because McBride is going under these screens. And I get Micic isn't really a proven shooter, but at the same time, we're just going to give open looks to guys. McBride bringing it down left side of the court. Coming to it right off the Towns screen. Over to Josh Hart. They throw it all off to Towns, who catches and blows the layup. Diabite with the rebound. Here comes Nick Smith Jr. Hit ahead to Micic. Catches. Pump fakes. Has it on the right wing. Up top to Nick Smith Jr. Catches and fires a deep three over Campaign. Can't get it to go. Terrible shot from him. McBride over to OG. OG bringing it down. He's going to put his head down and attack. Euro steps down the lane, takes some contact, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Ah, man. You know, I had some hope tonight that it would at least be a fun game to watch these guys go off and just start launching shots and everybody's got something going. That was my hope for tonight's game. And the Knicks have killed it. The Knicks have killed that hope. Anunoby knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. Campaign subs out. Brunson subs back in. This is the kind of game that I think you need to sub in Ariel Hukporti and like Tyler Kolek, Tom Thibodeau, because those guys will play with an insane amount of energy. Like, this is the kind of night you go back to Ariel Hukporty over Jericho Sims. Not because I don't like Sims or that he's playing well, not playing well or whatever, but Ariel Hukporty is going to provide you that energy, man. Anunoby knocks down both his free throws. Micic comes off a screen, gets into the middle of the lane, and knocks down a foul line jumper. 37-34. Brunson has it on the left wing. Being guarded by Green, coming to his right, dancing around the town screen, over to Josh Hart. They swing it over to Bridges, coming to his right, going along the baseline, and he smokes a layup. Knicks continue to misfire around the basket, fight for the ball, and here comes Brandon Miller out of the pack, hit ahead to Diabite, who gets fouled by Josh Hart. Going to the basket, I believe it's going to be in the shooting motion. Jules, what's up, Jules? Happy holidays. Appreciate you, brother. Happy holidays right back to you and to everybody else. 3GP said this is so bad. I'm contemplating on going back outside and raking leaves. Yeah, I don't blame you. This is the kind of game where it's like, I don't even want to watch it. I'll come back end of the third quarter, fourth quarter. I get it, man. I get it. E. Gibson said, this team is bipolar. Our level of energy and intensity is never consistent game to game. Yeah. I mean, look, a lot of teams go through that. It's just not a Knicks team, right? That's an NBA thing. Season's very long and whatnot. Brunson leaves it off for Bridges, who knocks down a floater. Good ESP between Brunson and Bridges there. But with this team, it seems like excessive. Very excessive. Miller goes along the baseline and airballs a floater, and then Green almost lost it out of bounds, but saves it. Josh Hart has it, coming down over to Bridges, who's going to attack, and then throws it out of bounds. Oh, man. So the ball is going back to Charlotte. I don't believe the Knicks have had the lead, unless they led 2-0. I can't remember who scored the first basket, but the Knicks haven't had a lead outside of that all game long. It's 37-36. That was their opportunity. They might get another one here. Nope. Almost forced a turnover. They swing it around to a wide-open Josh Green out of the right corner, who splashes a three. Oh, brother. Here comes Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it up top on the right wing, up top to Towns. Towns spinning to his right, keeping it. Pass fake, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson jab step on the left wing, calling for a screen. Coming to his right, and then a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns, who shoved Green in the side, setting the screen there. Ball going back to Charlotte. Let's see this screen. How aggressive is it? Yeah, that's obvious, man. It's an obvious one. "3GP said I'm starting to sound like AP." I mean, this team, the way they're playing right now is Brandon Miller gets open off a couple of screens and knocks it down. Knocks down to three, straightaway three. So now it's 43-36. It was a 1-point game. Now it's back to a 7-point game. Josh Hart up top, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns in the high post, looking for somebody. Pass fake, coming to his left, spinning in the paint, flips it up. Can't get it to go. Salon with the rebound. Hit ahead to Micic. Micic on the right wing. And then they hit Brandon Miller cutting back door, and he lays it up and in. And it's back to a 9-point game, guys. Back to a 9-point game. 13-4 run, and the Knicks and Brunson bring it down to call the timeout. And there's not really much positive to say. I'm trying to keep it positive, but this is rough. This is a rough game, man. Jules said, struggling against the Hornets is mind-blowing, but I get it. Charlotte got talent. They don't. That's the thing, Jules. They don't. Everybody is out for Charlotte. LaMelo is out. Trey Mann is out. Nick Richards is out. Mark Williams has been out all season. Those are 4 of their most important rotation players. 4 of like their 5 most important rotation players. The only guy who's really out there who you're like, oh yeah, that guy can give us a problem, is Brandon Miller. But he's got OG Anunoby guarding him, and he started off the game 0 for 7. And the Knicks were still down 23-15. So like they don't have talent. That's the thing. Like they would if they were healthy. They're a fun young team. But this version of the team where all those guys are out, you can't be putting up this level of performance. This looks horrendous. This looks horrendous. You gotta call a spade sometimes. This looks horrendous. This is difficult to watch. And I saw some of the pregame stuff from other Knicks content creators, and a lot of people were like, this isn't that bad of a performance. It sucks that they got blown out, but it's a long road trip, all of that. And they gave all the excuses. And the thing about that was, okay, how do you respond? They've responded horrendously. Horrendously. I don't think there is a worse way to respond. You're already facing a bottom-tier team, and then that team gets hit with the injury bug and has a bunch of guys out for tonight, and you still can't compete with them right now? It's not even like they're playing well. The Hornets, they're not playing well. They got 45 points with 3 minutes to go in the second. It's not like they're going off and hitting a bunch of crazy contested threes. You're just playing awful basketball, man. Awful basketball. Truly horrendous right now. E. Gibson said, most of whatever talent has it out. This is a glorified G League team they have on the floor. Pretty much. Like I said, Brandon Miller, Josh Green is good. Diabetes had a nice season for them, but again, once everybody's healthy on that team, he's not going to be a part of the rotation. I even forgot to mention Bridges is out as well. Like, this shouldn't be what it is right now, man. Chris Gallo, what's up, Chris? This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. All right, we're back into it. 3 minutes to go. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left, rejecting the screen. Down the lane. Gets blocked by Miller at the basket, and then Towns lays it up and in. Off the offensive rebound. Michik bringing it down over to Salon. Up top, being guarded by Brunson. Gets it over to Miller. Miller being chased by OG. Coming to his right. Pulling it back. Now over to Salon, who pump fakes. Driving right into Brunson. And they call an offensive foul on Salon. Egan said, I'm with you with the same point. You have to stop with the excuses. This is ugly and there is no excuses. Listen, man, I would just be down if Charlotte shot it really well, but you also shot it. Like, they're not shooting it well, and they're not playing good defense, and it's just bad and ugly. It's just bad and ugly. I can't give you the tired and exhausted excuse. I can't. Josh Hart in the paint, hop steps, and he gets the layup to go. Knicks are starting to attack a little bit more often here. 3GP said, do you think there's locker room issues? I don't. I think they are tired from the road trip. I think guys' confidence is getting shaken, like Bridges. And I also think that they lack depth, and that's starting to really hurt them as the season's starting to really kick in the gear here as they're approaching the 20-game mark. There's a lot of issues to point to. I don't think locker room is going to be one of them. It's a tight locker room. Brunson on the right wing gets open, and he knocks down a three. Just like that, the Knicks are back into it. I'm never really going to doubt that they're going to lose this game. I'm not worried about the loss. I'm just disappointed in the performance. Michik gets it over to Miller. Miller up top, swings through to his right, pulling it back, dancing with it. Anunoby knocks it loose, but it's going to remain with Charlotte. Robert Smith, what's up, Rob? This Knicks team is garbage. Too much unnecessary trades. The Bridges trade, you could make the argument was unnecessary, although they thought they were getting a different Mikal Bridges than they've gotten. The Towns trade was necessary. It was very necessary. Green chucks it up as the shot clock was winding down. Can't get it to go, but the ball, long rebound, finds its way out to Miller. He can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart had it, lost it. Green picks it up. He's bringing it around. Over to Martin, who pump fakes, driving it down. Cross-court pass. Micic, pump fake, mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Still fight for the rebound. Hart saves it over to Brunson. Josh Hart's bringing the energy so far the last couple of minutes. Can anybody else help him out? They feed OG in the high post against Micic. Backing him down in the paint, leans in, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Guess who picks it up? But Josh Hart. He's got some fire and desire coming out of that timeout. Brunson the 3 off the offensive rebound, and he gets it to go. And the Knicks have their first lead since the early moments of the game. 10-0 run for them. 30 seconds to go. Under 30 seconds to go. Micic has it up top. They're going to wind down the clock. They're not going to go for a 2-for-1 situation. Coming to his right. Now over to Brandon Miller with Bridges guarding him. Swing through to his left. Brunson knocks it loose. Josh Hart picks it up. Shovels it over to Bridges. Hit ahead to OG. He's under the basket by himself. Gets blocked by Miller. Josh Hart comes running in for the rebound. And they call an offensive foul on Josh Hart, who just ran over Josh Green. I like the aggressiveness from Josh Hart. I do. He's trying to provide some sort of energy. But the Knicks, they're just allowing the Hornets to be like a younger, aggressive team right now with a ton of confidence. Miller with 2 chase down blocks here. He had 1 on Brunson a couple of possessions earlier, and he gets 1 on OG now. Jules said, the game in Dallas was bad. No Clay, no Gafford, no Luka. It was pretty bad. Yeah, but they're still a good, deep team. Like, you could see it. There wasn't anybody ever out on the court for Dallas who I was like, ooh, yeah, they're going deep into the bench to pull that guy out. Like, no, they're a deep team. And they're still really good without Luka. That's fine. I actually think they would probably perform better with Luka in the lineup. I think they as Bridges turns it over the buzzer and he gets the shot to go. Oh, man, dude. Mikhail, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? And just like that, Charlotte scores 4 points at the end of the quarter, man. Mikhail Bridges, what are you doing, dude? Just throwing the ball away. Just throwing the ball away. Off an inbounds to end the quarter. Marvin said, Hornets get 45 points, but New York ain't defending. Yeah, it's 49-46. I mean, look, they held them under 50. Held them. They got nobody playing. They got nobody to score for them. Charlotte only scored 49 points in the first half. That's a good number, right? If they replicate that same exact number in the second half, they're only scoring 98 points tonight. The issue is the Knicks scored 46. You're the second best offense in the NBA. You scored 46 points? Really? We got 24 minutes of basketball for them to turn this thing around. Karen said, even thought the game is the way it is, even though the game is the way it is, let's at least hit the like for Chef. We appreciate you, Karen. Reminding people to hit the like button. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps. It really helps. It's the best way to support. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Showing out for a 12 o'clock game on a Friday. After a holiday. Scheduling is insane. Tay Max, the Knicks will win by 15. Relax, people. Even if they win by, I said earlier, Tay, like they could win by 20 tonight. It's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good. I'm not worried about them winning this game. They're going to win this game. This Charlotte team, they don't have anybody to go to down the stretch outside of Brandon Miller, who I don't think can reliably create his own shot unless he just gets really hot from 3, in which case the Knicks are in trouble. But that so far hasn't happened. He hasn't shot it too well, but he can catch fire in an instant. I'm not worried that they're going to lose the game. I'm disappointed in the way that they've played so far. This game, it looks like the way they've played looks like they don't really care right now. And that sucks to watch. It sucks to watch. Every team has performances like this. Every team has performances like this. It sucks that it's coming off of a performance that they had against Dallas. And the fact that also on this road trip they had that Utah performance. And it's like, don't do this. Don't be this team. Don't be this team. The city is trying to get behind them. Right? We're all trying to get behind this Knicks team. Jules said our defense is trash. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, Jules. I don't entirely disagree with you. Our defense is bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make the point that actually the defense isn't that bad. The defense is bad. It's a problem. They're going to need to fix it. I'm with you. But I do want to make this point. I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking about this especially after the Dallas game. I started sifting through some of the advanced stats, the defensive rating of the team and where they stand with the rest of the league. And a lot of the stats that encompass that. And while the defense is bad, it feels worse. They're like, I think they dropped down in defense after the last couple of games. The defensive issues feel worse because they are now bad at the things that they excelled at last season. So it feels like this huge, which it is, a huge precipitous drop off because they went from top 3, 4, top 5 in the league at certain things to bottom 5, 7 in the league at those exact things, right? And so it feels, it's not really the case, but it feels worse than it is my ultimate point. And they're going to get Precious Achiuwa back. I know we've been saying this for weeks. I felt like Precious Achiuwa was going to be back by, game 10. We're now approaching game 20. So that's frustrating. But we're going to get Precious back soon. He's already practicing. Tom Thibodeau, they already gave the update. He's doing pretty much everything in practice. I assumed that they were going to wait for their first home game, which it looks like, well, not even looks like, they are now, for the Knicks to go back home because in December, they have a 4-game homestand against the Pelicans, the Magic, that's a tough game. They get this rematch against the Hornets, and then they get the Pistons, who probably are looking for revenge because the Knicks blew them out the last time. E. Gibson said, Bridges with the bonehead pickup game move. Yeah. That's, that play right there from Bridges is what tells me that his confidence is completely shaken. It's, I don't know if it's crushed and it's completely dissipated. It's all the way down here, man. It's all the way down here. He is really struggling, and he feels it. He feels it. And the city's going to let him know once we get back home. Like, the boos will reign in. I know how people feel about booing people during games, especially when they're struggling. But, like, you're a professional basketball player, and we traded 5 first-round picks for you, and you are really bad at the things you have historically been good at right now. And it's like, what happened? What the hell happened? And I think it's just a confidence thing. I think it's a focus thing. And he's got I would fake an injury. And I know the thing with Bridges is that he doesn't miss basketball games. He's never missed a game in his career. Who cares? Who gives a damn? If I were the team, I'd sit him down. I'd be like, look, man, do you need 3 to 4 games to just clear your head? Go sit down, go work in the gym. We could say you got muscle tightness in your leg. Because he needs some sort of clarity on what's going on right now. Something isn't right with him. JP, what's up, JP? He said Bridges doesn't seem worth the picks. I mean, he was never worth the picks. That's another thing. He was never worth those picks. The Knicks paid a tax on it, right? They paid the Knicks trading with the Nets tax, and then they paid a tax that they were trading him with the contract that he has. So they essentially got taxed twice on that. So for a guy who, realistically, if you wanted to trade for him, you were probably going to have to trade 2 to 3 first-round picks. and then maybe some juicy seconds, you ended up trading 5 first-round picks because of the double tax. And it would have been okay. And it's going to be okay, considering where the Knicks are going to end up towards the end of the season. I'm not worried about where they end up in the end of the season. I'm just upset and frustrated with the way they're playing now. I hope I make that clear. I'm not concerned or worried about where they're going to end up at the end of the season. They're going to be there as one of the best teams in the league, and it's going to be like, it's going to be them, Cleveland, and Boston, obviously. And then we'll see where Milwaukee's going. They're kind of putting things back together. Philly, I'm all the way out on personally. So they're going to be there at the end of the year. It's just the road that they're taking right now to get there is annoying and frustrating to watch right now as they're figuring it out. $3GP said he's not handling the real New York pressure, not Brooklyn. I mean, I think the pressure is that, hey, we traded 5 first-round picks for you, Mikhail. You're going to show up and do the things we expect you to do? And normally that would be fine because they're not asking him to be a star, and they're not asking him to be a secondary star. Hell, on a lot of nights, not even asking him to be a third-tier star. They're simply asking him to hit threes and play good defense. And he's doing neither of those things. Jules said, you're right, it's like our defense regressed from last year, if I'm wrong or not. No, it did. It for sure did, Jules. The defense is bad. And the defense last year was very good. But I talked the other night during the Dallas game about what, their win condition is. Last season, their win condition consisted of offensive rebounding, winning the possession battle, and dominating the paint. This season, they are terrible at those 3 things. Terrible at those 3 things. They also did a really good job of getting to the foul line. They don't do that at all. They don't do that stuff at all. The thing that their win conditions are this year is 3-point shooting, field goal percentage, and assist to turnover ratio. And the thing about that is you could just have off nights and you're not shooting it well. And great teams can fall back on all right, we're just going to have to rely on our defense. We're going to take up our defense, guys. We're going to focus defensively and defense will lead the offense. And the difference is the Knicks don't have that option. Mostly because they don't have their good defensive bigs, that it's like, okay, you know what, it's not going on. We're going to throw Mitchell Robinson out there with Precious Achiuwa, and the spacing's going to be bad, but that team's not scoring. With OG Anunoby, with Josh Hart, with McBride. That team is not scoring another basket for the next 2 or 3 minutes, and we're going to crush their confidence, and then we're going to bring Towns in, and then we're going to bring Brunson in, and then hopefully by then Mikhail's playing well, and then we're going to bring in Bridges. And that's sort of the difference that the Knicks are going to have when they have their rotation players back, but they don't have those guys, and so they don't have options. They don't have any other way to win games right now. And of course, it's an issue, but I'm not worried that it's a long-term issue, It's a short-term issue, and they have to figure it out, but I don't believe it's a long-term issue. E. Gibson said, Bridges is playing like Cam Payne, but at least Cam plays with energy. The funny thing about that, E. Gibson, is Cam Payne has played better than Bridges this season. Chris Gallo said, Cam Payne is the only guy who brings any type of rhythm to the offense right now. I don't know if he brings rhythm. Chris, maybe he does. I'm not saying he doesn't bring any rhythm, but I think it's more so that he plays with this level of energy and joy that it brings people. It helps boost the morale, helps with the confidence. Playing with energy is so important in basketball. That is real. That exists. That's not quantifiable. But, it's part of the reason why a lot of us would rather area hook Porty over Jericho Sims. Despite Jericho Sims playing well now, people would still want the energy of area hook Porty because it's infectious. It helps everybody else play with energy. It helps everybody. That's why Josh Hart is as good as he is and as valuable as he is. Because it's not just the stats. It's not just the fact that he's a great rebounder and he's a hustle guy and he wins all the 50-50 balls. It's the fact that his energy is palpable and it translates to other players and it translates to the other aspects of the game. And the Knicks need more of those guys because they only have Josh Hart right now and then Campaign, but really only Campaign when he's hitting his shots. JP said, Hugporty needs more minutes. He can help defense. Jericho Sims also helps defensively. Jericho Sims has been very good. Hugporty has not outplayed Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims has played very well. He's played very well defensively. But he doesn't bring any energy. You know, like he's not a rah-rah guy. And that's fine. That's just his personality. But like I want my backup big to have a ton of energy. You know? And it's not like Jericho Sims is irreplaceable. Like the reason Tom Thibodeau cited for why Ariel Hugporty closed out that Brooklyn game, which, by the way, we haven't seen him since then. The reason why he closed out that Brooklyn game was he was just giving us a ton of energy and he was playing well. And we needed that. The Knicks need some energy tonight. Throw in Hugporty. Throw in Hugporty over Jericho Sims. It's not like it's a huge drop-off. You know, on a night like tonight, where they clearly just don't have that oomph. And look, it's fine. There are nights like that, and it's not a night, it's an afternoon. But there are games like that where your team comes out and they just don't have it. They don't have the energy. They don't have the focus. For whatever reason, human, right? They're humans. For whatever reason, they just don't have it. You have to go deeper into your bench and find the guys that do. Right? And maybe Kolek has it. Maybe Hugporty has it. Maybe Dadier has it. Somebody's got to have it. But it's clear that the players you've played in that first half did not. I thought Jericho was okay. I thought Campaign was okay. I thought even McBride was okay, you know, off the bench. But, like, again, you need a guy to come in and be like, you know what? This is my opportunity. I'm going off. Because that's what a lot of guys in Charlotte is doing right now, right? It's why they're kind of playing a little bit better than you would think is because they have that confidence, they have that energy, and they're thinking, this is my opportunity. I don't want to throw it away. So the Knicks, they simply just need to wake up. And they got 24 minutes of basketball, 2 quarters left to do so here. And again, I'm not worried about them winning this game. I would just like it I would like for this to not be a close game and the Knicks to win it. Right? It is an NBA Cup game. It should feel more important than how the Knicks have sort of treated it so far. Drew said, Campaign, been balling, I ain't gonna hold you. That could be an underrated signing. It could be. Could be. We're back into it. Michik has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. And they call a travel on Michik. This one official, man. She is calling 3 travels so far in this game. Brunson bringing it down against Josh Green. Brunson up top, being guarded by Green, gets it over to Towns. Towns inside the Bridges, has it in the paint, stops, turns, fall away, over Michik, gets it to go. Back to a 1-point game. Miller over to Salon, coming to his left, Josh Hart guarding him. Now spinning, coming to his right. Gets it over to Michik. Michik up top, driving to his right on Bridges, pulling it back, coming to his left off a screen. Towns switches onto him. Steps back for a 3 over Towns. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked loose. Bridges picks it up. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart cross court to OG, and it goes right through the hands of Anunoby. And it's just that kind of night for the Knicks where they can't even really catch the ball correctly. 3GB said, I don't want to rake the leaves. Let's go Knicks third quarter. I hope, Susan, I hope it's third quarter rising. I hope it is. Green coming to his left, stops in the paint, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go, and Josh Hart rips down a great rebound, ripping it away from Diabite. Josh Hart on the left wing. Maybe Josh Hart's going to be the spark plug tonight. Over to Karl Anthony Towns, and they call an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Can you please stop using the offhand Karl Anthony Towns? Can you just not use it? Just don't use it. Just stop doing this and grabbing a guy's arm. It's not difficult. It is an offensive foul. Don't look surprised. I actually don't think that was an offensive foul. He just kind of swung it up. I don't think that's an offensive foul, but, like, come on, dog. Get it over to Diabite up top. Gets it over to Brandon Miller off the screen. Can't get it to go. Well short. Towns with the rebound. Home run pass to Hart with the rebound. Home run pass to Towns, who smokes a layup. Just a wide open layup and just missed it. And then they feed it over to Brandon Miller coming down the lane, and he throws down a one-handed hammer. And it looks like he actually hurt his arm. Funnily enough. Nah, it seems all right, sitting on the bench now. That would have been crazy. E. Gibson said, I agreed. It's sad that Payne has been outperforming Bridges. He is proving to be a good addition. He is. I was very skeptical in the campaign signing. Granted, that was before the Karl Anthony Towns trade that stripped us of some of our depth. But campaign has been better than expected. I've already hopped on the campaign bandwagon. I'm down with it. He's good. He's playing with a ton of energy. I like the energy he brings and the way he's played. He's knocking down his threes, which is all you could really ask for. And he's kind of quieted down some of the wild shot taking he was doing in the beginning of the year, but still. Bump. The Knicks have a... I don't even know how to describe it. I think I've described this team enough the way they played tonight. They just need to pick it up. They need to come out with a win tonight. At this point, I just don't even care. I just don't even really care. AP, what's up, AP? He said, checking in to see how the Pretenders are doing. I just don't like this Knicks team. I get it, AP. I get it. I've never been a fan of Karl Anthony Towns. I feel like I've made that clear very often this season. But... I root for the Knicks, so I'm going to convince myself that this is going to work out. I've done it before. I will do it again. I would also like to see this team healthy. The Shamet injury really hurt them. I don't even know if he's going to be able to come back this season. I believe the expectation is that he'll come back this season. But, they signed Matt Ryan out of the G League. Haven't used him. I get why. They gave him a little bit of an opportunity in a 2-game stretch. But he didn't prove anything in those 2-game stretches. As a matter of fact, he was really bad defensively and then didn't really do anything for us offensively. I get that he had just gotten to the team, but at the same time, shoot some shots, man. As Anunoby gets open for a 3, can't get it to go. So after the 40-point explosion, OG Anunoby has gone absolutely ice cold from the perimeter. Miller has it up top. Josh Hart chasing it, saves it over to OG. He's bringing it down against 2 defenders and gets blocked from behind, but Josh Hart picks it up and lays it up and in. And Josh Hart is he's doing very Josh Hart things out there. It's just not really inspiring the rest of the guys. No one else is getting in on the action. Micic coming to his right off a couple of screens. Mid-range pull-up jumper, gets it to go. Mikal Bridges dies on yet another screen. Isaiah Gardner, what's up, Isaiah? Knicks playing not that good. They're playing pretty bad. Not even just regular bad, pretty bad. Bridges gets into the paint, kicks it out to Hart for an open 3, and the shot was halfway down and rattles out. Micic has it up top, gets it over to Green. Green on the left wing, 1 dribble, puts up a 3 as OG Anunoby was fighting around the screen, can't get it to go. Diabite comes flying in for an offensive rebound, saves it out to Miller, open for a 3 on the relocation, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. It's going back to the Knicks. Knicks in a 3-point hole right now. Kay Hazy said, I think OG is losing his confidence. It's just a slump. He literally just had a 40-point game. It's just a slump. He can't make anything right now. as Towns pump fakes and swoops to the basket for a layup. He finally got a layup to go, guys. He smoked maybe 3 or 4 layups tonight. Salon, left corner 3, way off. I don't even know what that hit. Was it an air ball? Did it graze the rim? Did it hit the side of the backboard? I couldn't even tell. I was so off. Josh Hart over to Towns, has it up top. Coming to his left. Coming down, stops, pump fakes at the foul line, kicks it out to Brunson, who's going to drive to his right. Gets into the lane and gets fouled. 8 minutes to go. Foul on the floor on the pass to Josh Hart. Isaiah Garner said, why is LaMelo not playing? I don't know. I think it was like calf or something, a calf injury, something like that. I don't know. They throw it inside the Bridges. Bridges in the mid post along the right baseline. Backing down Micic. Picks his dribble up. Cross-court pass to literally nobody. He literally threw it to... There wasn't even a person there. Nobody was in that corner, and Bridges just jumped into the air and threw it to the corner and throws it out of bounds. I got nothing for that one, man. Isaiah Garner said, I got the itis. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. I think the whole Knicks roster has the itis right now, the way they're playing. Cross-court pass, they swing it around, Salon pump fake, sidestep left wing 3 for Tijan Salon, the rookie who laces it. 7:30 to go here in the third. Charlotte up by 4, 56-52. Brunson has it up top. Swing through to his right on Miller. Driving it down. Gets into the paint. Puts up a floater. Comes up short. Fight for the rebound. OG has it. Goes up. Can't finish off the glass. Knocked out of bounds. And the refs are discussing who it was off of. And let's see, they're showing the replay. That's definitely off of Charlotte. And they gave it to Charlotte, so Tom Thibodeau is going to use a challenge here. AP said, Leon Rose has made some mistakes. He's competent, but not perfect. How is he going to fix this? He might have to end up trading someone. You're just going to have to give it time, AP. The team is not healthy. The team suffered some serious injuries. Obviously, we knew Mitchell Robinson was going to be out, but then Shamet goes down with the shoulder injury, and then Precious Achiuwa goes down with the hamstring pull, which they said 2 to 4 weeks, and I believe we're approaching week 7. So, like, maybe just be honest about that injury next time and don't get the fan base's hopes up that he'll be back by game 10 because we're approaching game 20 now. That's frustrating to me. That's more frustrating than anything. And presumably, Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson will help shore up the defense. Presumably, Landry Shamet's going to help shore up some of the bench depth with the three-point shooting and the defense because he's a good defender. But also, like, at the same time, Shamet's a good to decent defender. He's a decent to good defender. And honestly, if you get that in the Bridges role, like, you may be fine. And he's knocking down threes, like, you may be fine. So, you know, the only thing I'll tell you, AP, is that you're looking at this team as if this is the team. This isn't the team, right? Jericho Sims is not a part of the rotation, and they have a deeper bench with Precious and Mitch and Shamet. And they suffered some injuries after they were already pretty thin to begin with, between Payne and Shamet as sort of minimum signings after all the trades they made. So if they go through one cycle of free agency and get, you know, similar to what Phoenix did, right? Phoenix killed their depth to make the Durant and the Bradley Beal trades, and then it simply just took them a season and a half of going through the trade season and then going through the free agency season to sort of kind of rebuild their depth. The Knicks are on a similar path. The reason why they put this team and this core together is because of the ages, right? OG Anunoby is 26. Hasn't even turned 27 yet. Same with everybody else. Everyone is under 30, aside from, I believe, Josh Hart, who's 30, turning 31. But he doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. So, Relic, what's up, Relic? AP said, the bad part is we're not going to have any picks for almost 5 years. Picks don't mean anything when you're a good team. They don't mean anything, right? They took 4 rookies in this last draft. How many of them are part of the rotation, AB? Like, presumably, we all like Kolek. We think Kolek's a good NBA player. If he develops going into next season, then there's your backup point guard. You don't need Campaign anymore. Maybe he stays on as your 3rd string. Then you have Dadier. If Dadier develops into a good role player, there's your wing off the bench. You don't need Shamed anymore. Maybe you keep him as a 3rd string guy. You know, like, the team has options, which is why they took 4 rookies. That's why they did it. They're not looking for the future to have draft picks. Good teams don't look, look at Denver. Denver's had all the late first-round draft picks that they want. And none of them have really helped them win anything outside of maybe Christian Brown. Archuiz, what's up, Archuiz? So can you show video? I cannot show the game, brother. Wish I could. Brandon Miller off the handoff, puts up a 3, can't get it to go. Towns, good strong rebound, rips it away from 2 guys. And here comes Brunson. Still 56-52. And I had the timer ticking the whole time. As Brunson drives it down, draws a foul. I believe it's going to be foul on the floor unless they say he gathered. Relic said catching him in the convo. I was just kind of talking AP, trying to sort of calm everybody down based on where the team stands right now. You know, Tom Thibodeau essentially trusts 5.5 guys. He sometimes trusts McBride, sometimes trusts Payne, but he really only trusts this starting 5 unit. You know, so like, can we get Mitch back? Can we get Precious back? Can we maybe get Shamet back? And then see where the team stands there in terms of their depth. Brunson, good drive and drops it off to Anunoby for an easy dunk. Miller, mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. And Bridges knocks the ball away from Josh Green, and Brunson saves it from going out of bounds. Brunson on the right wing dancing with it. Quick crossover to his left as Josh Green falls down, grabs Brunson. And they're going to call it on the floor. John Alvarez, what's up, John? Y'all think Knicks gonna lose? I'm not worried about this game, John, just because the Hornets, 1, aren't a good team, and then 2, are missing all of their players anyway. So I'm not worried about the Knicks' ability to win this game. I'm just upset and frustrated at the performance they've had so far. Bridges gets it into Towns, right block, mid post. They bring a double team. He spins along the baseline, can't knock down a hook shot, but the ball knocked loose, and Bridges picks it up. But he gets fouled on the attempt. He's going to go to the foul line to 2 free throws. Rare to see Mikal Bridges go to the foul line. Relic said, seeing some concerns about the defense. Yeah, always. I mean, the thing about the defense is that it's going to get better as the season goes on. The defense is a problem, but I'm not concerned about it because, I mentioned earlier the difference between short-term problems and long-term problems, and then problem solving for that with the thought process of, is this an issue with the team, the way the team is built, or is this an issue with the situation right now? And I think it's an issue with the situation right now, right? Your 2 best defenders, 2 of your 3 best defenders are out with injury in Precious and Mitch. And I get Mitch's way out. I'm not even concerned about Mitch. We got to get Precious back. I feel like he's out way longer. Not even feel like. He's been out way longer than they said he was going to be. As Towns gets open for a straightaway 3 and he can't get it to go. Towns, terrible game tonight, by the way. Offensively, terrible game. Just smoked the layups and now missed wide open 3s. Like, come on, man. Miller catches it, going downhill, goes up, gets blocked by Towns, and the ball still knocked loose. Miller picks it up. Bridges comes out to guard him. He has it in the right corner, pulling it back out. Up top to KJ Simpson, I believe. Simpson dancing with it, coming to his left, spinning, stops, pump fake, leans in. Brunson knocks it loose, and now he picks it up. Good defense from JB. Good defense from the team there. 56-55. Can the Knicks take the lead here? Brunson's going to back down Simpson, back him down, up top, Towns, wide open, straightaway three. Can he get it? Still can't knock down the open threes with 5 minutes to go. Salon has it up top, being guarded by Hart. And then Josh Hart fouls him. You could see that foul coming a mile away. John Alvarez said, I'm happy as long as they win because I got the spread 13 plus on the Hornets, so I just need a few more buckets. I think you're going to win that bet, John. I think this is going to be a close game coming down the stretch. Unfortunately for the Knicks, considering all the players that are out for Charlotte, that was a good bet on your part, brother. It was a good bet. AP said he needs to question Leon if Leon is signing players he doesn't trust. I think that's the thing, though. I think Leon Rose implicitly trusts Karl Anthony Towns, which is why he made the trade. And very much trusts the Villanova culture, which is why he traded for Bridges. He definitely trusts those guys. Even if you don't, Leon Rose would stake his life on Karl Anthony Towns as a basketball player, right? Similarly to what he did with Jalen Brunson. 3GP said, hello, leaves. AP also said, if Tom can't adapt, he needs to retire. See, the thing about that conversation, AP, is that we've had that same conversation at various points throughout the past 3 seasons. And yet he somehow finds a way for the team to be excellent towards the end of the season. You know? Like, maybe it's just time. Maybe it's just, you talk about adapting, but he's adapting. He has adapted. All right, we're back into it. I believe that's KJ Simpson has it up top. Over the top to Brandon Miller. Miller back to Simpson for the left wing three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Back out to Miller. Catches. Driving to his left. Coming downhill. Puts up a floater over McBride. Gets it to go. He's just got the size advantage over McBride. That's the second time he's drove it in on him and just shot right over him. Brunson has it up top. Gets it over to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson over to Jericho Sims, who subbed in along with McBride. Sims hands it off to Bridges, driving to his left, on the left wing, pulling it out. In and out dribble. Like, do something, man. Puts up a straightaway three, and he rattles it in. An above the break three from Mikal Bridges? Who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed it? Miller up top, driving to his left off a screen. Bridges comes out to guard him. Sticking on his hip, stops, pull-up jumper, gets fouled by Bridges. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Tied at 58. John Alvarez said, new sub, may God hear your words. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time, brother. AP said, I think the fans wanted Bridges and Leon Rose was hearing it. I think the players wanted Bridges. Like, you don't think that Leon Rose called up Brunson or Hart or DiVincenzo? Maybe not DiVincenzo. But you don't think he called up Brunson and was like, hey, man, should we make this trade for Mikal Bridges? Like we're good with that, right? And Jalen Brunson wasn't like, dude, I don't care if you give up picks into eternity. Go bring us Mikal Bridges. Like, do you think the fans were the people that persuaded Leon Rose to do it? I think it was Jalen Brunson. Brunson, speaking of, has it here. Stops, turns, kicks it out to McBride up top. Step back three, gets it to go for Deuce McBride. Beautiful looking shot, nothing but net. And the Knicks, they call it a long two, toe on the line. 60-60. Still tied. The Knicks can't take the lead here. Diabite hands it off to Miller. Miller, swing through, coming to his left, driving it down, kicks it up top as Anunoby hit the floor, so they get an open three out of it, and they hit the side of the backboard, and the ball bounces right into Brandon Miller's hands. Because, of course, Jalen Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, Simpson switches onto him. Cross-court pass to McBride. Catches. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson catches and fires from three. No hesitation. Gets fouled as he landed on KJ Simpson's foot. And he comes up hobbling and limping. And Brunson's going to tie his shoe up. Didn't look bad, but rolling the ankle is never good. J3, what's up, Jay? Do you think Carl will get 12 rebounds? Carl is up to, I can tell you right now, based off how many rebounds he has, there's 3 minutes left here in the third, and Karl Anthony Towns is up to 10 rebounds. So, yeah, man, I think it's a pretty good chance he's going to get 12 rebounds. He's got 10 already. We got 3 minutes left in the third. It's a close game, so he's going to play pretty much the entirety of the fourth. Let's see the replay on the Brunson three. Oh, yeah, he stepped forward. Probably going to be a flagrant. Can't step forward after a guy's already in the air. Brunson's already in the air, and he steps forward. I would suspect it's going to be a flagrant one. I don't know what the ruling is. I didn't hear it. But I would suspect it's a flagrant. Look like a flagrant. Mr. Sports. What's up, Mr. Sports? I might be late, y'all. Appreciate you, though, Mr. Sports. Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws. It was a flagrant. Brunson rattles in the first one. Thank you. I believe you got one more coming. And the Knicks will get possession of the ball back. Oh, no, it was on a three-point attempt. So all three at the foul line by himself. Brunson knocks down the second one, and he's going to go one more. And he gets the second one to go. The third one to go down as the Knicks take the lead. 63-62. There we go. There we go. So give them one more point than they need. Jay said, is Karl Anthony Towns in the game? He is not in the game right now. Will most likely play all of the fourth, if not the majority of the fourth, as Brunson just smokes a lefty layup. Good contact from Brandon Miller, but like that's a layup. He got all the way to the basket. Miller kicks it out to Salon. Pump fakes one dribble to his right. Can't put up the three. Can't knock down the three. Anunoby with the rebound. Brunson bringing it down. Looks like the Knicks have a little hop in their step now. Brunson leaves it off for Bridges. A straightaway three comes up short. Still not looking good. Stealth Genetics. What's up, Stealth? Brandon Miller has it up top. Being guarded by Bridges. Dancing with it. Coming to his left. Bridges doing a good job sticking in front of him. Stops, turns, spins in the paint. Puts it up. Comes up short. Good defense from Bridges. McBride with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. Jab step. Jab step. Coming to his right. Getting down the lane. Ball knocked loose, and Simpson picks it up. Simpson pushing it down the other way. Kicks it in the corner. Salon. This time from the right wing, from the right corner, and he gets it to go down. Missed the left corner one, gets this right corner one to go down. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his left off a McBride screen. Now coming to his left off an OG screen. Dancing with it. Gets it over to McBride. McBride coming to his left, driving it down, takes a foul, and they're going to call it on a pass, I believe, as he threw the lob to Jericho. Stealth Genetics reminding people to hit the like button. Appreciate you, Stealth. Appreciate you. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the like button, please remember to hit the like button. It really, really helps. It really helps. It's simple. Nothing Nothing happens on your end. All it really does is tell YouTube, hey, this is a solid piece of content. More people should see it, right? It's a great way to help support. It's free. It's easy. Literally takes less than a second. McBride knocks down the free throw. He's got one more coming. AB said, what's the score? It is 65-64, under 2 minutes to go. 152 exactly. And McBride goes 2 for 2, tying it at 65. And now the Knicks playing some full court defense here, as Martin will bring it down. Martin has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Driving to his left, pulling it back. Now crossing over to his left again and attacking. Great defense from Sims. No, they call a foul, I believe Brunson. He didn't have to foul him. Jericho Sims was right there ready to protect the basket. Stealth Genetics said OG for MIP. Well, he's got to consistently bring it. The last 2 games have been stinkers from him. Right? He had the 40-point outburst and then has sort of gone invisible. AB said, I have to watch it on the stream because every time I watch them on TV, they lose. Appreciate you, though. I appreciate you to go into those lengths to make sure that they win basketball games. But I don't think that's the case, though. I think you can watch the game, AP. I think you're safe. Brunson driving it down, hits it over. Bridges, left corner 3, wide open, can't get it to go. Sims fighting for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knicks. 1:21 to go. Mark said, I'm worried about winning this game. I'm still not worried about it, though, Mark. I'm still personally not worried about it. Again, who are they going to down the stretch? If you got Bridges and Anunoby suffocating Brandon Miller all game long, you know, like I'm not worried about it. Home run pass to KJ Simpson, who's onto the basket by himself, who gets an easy dunk off the McBride missed 3. Terrible defense from the Knicks. Brunson, a pull-up 3, rattles it in. 69-68 now. And McBride fighting for it. And it's going to remain with the Hornets. McBride almost picked up a sneaky steal off the inbounds after the Brunson made 3. And here comes Brandon Miller bringing it down. Under a minute to go. Miller up top as Josh Hart switched onto him. Driving to his right. Ball poked loose by Sims. Great defense from Jericho Sims. Bridges hit ahead to Josh Hart on the right wing. The Knicks with Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Hart, and Sims. Brunson now has it up top, being guarded by Martin. Coming to his left off the McBride screen, dancing around it. Now coming to his right, stopping, stepping back, pump fakes over to Josh Hart, fires a right corner 3, and he knocks it down. I love no hesitation, 3-point shooting Josh Hart. I love the no hesitation 3, man. Brandon Miller bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off a Taj Gibson screen. Good defense from Jericho Sims, allowing Bridges to recover. Now he's coming to his right. You got to get out there, Sims. You got to get out there. Miller does miss the 3, though. Martin with the offensive rebound. They kick it out the KJ Simpson for a 3, and he splashes a 3 with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Brunson's going to bring it down. Shot clock winding down. Ooh, quick crossover to his right. Side step, puts up a right wing 3. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. And that'll be the end of the quarter, as we have 12 more minutes of basketball left, and it's 71-72, y'all. AP said the Milwaukee Bucks are catching the Knicks. I mean, how would you feel, though, AP, if the Knicks started off, what were the Bucks at one point, 3-12? No, they were like 3-9 or something, or 2-9, 2-8, 2-9, something like that. And now they're 9-9. So, like, if the Knicks were 2-8, you'd be like, oh, I'm out on this team. This is terrible. And then, you know, they won 7 of their last 8 or something like that. Now they're 9-9. It's like, yeah. Like, the Knicks will go on a run where they win like 7 of the, 8 of their last 10 or something like that. And we're going to look back and we're going to go, oh, well, there they are. Like, if we just take this sample size right here, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-2 over the last 8 games. You know. You stack wins. You hold off as many losses as you can. They're going to be fine. AP said if they lose this game, they could stay in Charlotte. I mean, if they lose this game, you could stop watching the Knicks if it's bothering you that much, brother. You know, like it's optional. No one's forcing you to watch. If you're really, that out on this team, just don't come back during the 8-game winning streak and be like, oh, yeah, they're playing great now. Like I've been telling you. We're less than 20 games into the season, my man. They'll be all right. You hear the way I talk about them. I'm frustrated and angry with the way they played. But I'm not out on them. I feel like that would be silly. La K. What's up, K? Taj need to score 2 points. And Cameron Payne needs score 4 for my prize picks. I think Payne is a 3, so he needs 1 more point there. And then Taj needs 2 points. Taj has 2 points. Scored on a little jumper in the paint. AP said, what does the elephant think? He's not watching, man. He's sleeping. He's sleeping off the food. Sleeping off the food. It was a long day for him yesterday. Campaign bringing it down. Start the fourth quarter. The Knicks come out with Payne, Bridges, Towns, Hart, and McBride. McBride hands it off to Bridges, coming to his right. He's got some space. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Looks smooth. Can't get it to go, though. And Martin with the rebound. Here comes Simpson. Over to Taj. Taj has it on the left wing. Hands it off to Martin. Martin puts up a 3 off the screen. Rattles it in. Josh Hart has it on the right wing. Coming to his left off a Town screen. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges over to Hart. Gets it back to McBride. McBride swing through to his left. Driving it down. Stops in the mid-range. Pump fake. Leans in. Steps through. Leaves it off for Josh Hart. Gets blocked from behind by Simpson. But it's going to be out of bounds on the Hornets. Stope Genetics said, the only complaint that's fair is Bridges' subpar defense at times. He was supposed to be clutch. I wouldn't even say subpar defense at times. I think he's been a bad defender most of the time. McBride off the handoff, puts up a 3 and gets it to go. Shout out Deuce McBride. I love having Deuce McBride back in the rotation and healthy, man. Gets the 3 points right back. Nick Smith Jr. gets it over to Taj. Gets it over to Green on the left wing. Coming to his right off the Gibson screen. Puts up foul line mid-range pull-up jumper over Payne. Gets it to go. Now both teams trading baskets. Payne bringing it down. Gets it over to McBride. Back to Payne. The Knicks got a little bit hop in their step now. Payne coming to his right off the Town screen. Leaves it off for Josh Hart. He's going to go right into Gibson. Can't get it to go. But Towns with the offensive rebound and put back. Nick Smith Jr. has it up top, gets it over to Curry. Back to Nick Smith on the right wing. Driving to his left on Bridges, stops, puts up a floater, gets it to go. Josh Hart on the right wing. And again, both teams trading baskets now. See if the Knicks can come up with some stops. Over to McBride, left wing 3, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Campaign fighting for the rebound, but can't get it. Gibson picks it up. Here comes Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith over to Martin, who puts up a 3 over Josh Hart. Too long, can't get it to go. Payne with the rebound, bringing it down, has it up top. Picks his dribble up. It's over to Towns. Back to Payne. Pump fakes, driving it in on Gibson. Scoop layup off glass, can't get it to go. But Josh Hart right there. And they call offensive basket interference, I believe. 9:30 to go. 79-76. Knicks down by 3. Mark said, we're going to lose this game? I don't know, Mark. I think they're fine. I still think they're fine for whatever reason. Maybe that's silly optimism, but for whatever reason, I'm not worried about winning this game. I am upset at the way they played, though. Simpson has it up top, gets it over to Martin. Martin on the right wing, being guarded by Bridges. Dancing with it, gets it in the corner to Curry. Curry pump fakes, coming to his left. Gets caught in the air, kicks it up to Simpson, who pump fakes. Over to his left, they show a double team. Payne, what are you doing, brother? They leave Nick Smith wide open for a 3, and he knocks it down. All right, so maybe they're not going to win this game. Payne has it on the right wing. Coming to his left, stepping back for a three, trying to get it right back, and they call a moving screen on Towns. So no basket after Payne did end up making the three. Come on, Cat. Bad game from Cat. Savius? Ballard? You should be worried this team plays no defense. You know, like this, I'm just, like, who am I going to be worried against? KJ Simpson and Cody Martin? Like, come on, man. This is not the night, but, like, really not worried about it. They get it into KJ Simpson. They swing it over to Curry. Curry being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left, dancing with it. Now coming to his right, hands it off to Martin. Martin coming to his left, putting his head down, gets to the mid-range pull-up jumper, comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound, shot out of a cannon, pushing the pace. He's putting his head down, blows right past the defense, and he lays it up and in with the left hand. One person playing with energy tonight. Name is Joshua Hart. DBT hands it off to Martin, who puts up a three, airballs it, looking for a foul call, doesn't get it. The High Vibe said, I'm a Hornets fan, and no Tibbs is going to get the defense right. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm really not worried even about the future of this team. Like, they'll be fine. Like I said, through 27 games last year, they were 15 and 11. Even if you want to look at Dallas the season before, they were like a 500 team before like the final 20 games of the season. And then they were like, oh, we have to play hard defensively. And then they made a finals run. So like all I'm simply saying is like the team you're watching right now is not going to be the same team in terms of level, intensity, and focus and players on the court. As Cam Payne knocks down a deep three, there you go, Cam Payne. Not going to be the same team that you're going to watch for game 60. And timeout for Charlotte. The campaign 3 leads to a timeout. Lionel Monas? What's up, Lionel? Why can't we just put this team away? Because this team is inconsistent and struggles to make stops, doesn't play defense very well, and end up trading baskets. And once they gave this team confidence to start the game, the way they came out all lackadaisical and not focused at all, this team had confidence that they could hang with them, and here we are. Here we are. Deshaun Hodge, what's up, Deshaun? Stealth Genetics said, bring the pain. Karen said, last season, Tibbs had no choice but to use the rookies in the bench. We didn't have rookies last season. We did not have rookies last season, which is why they drafted 4 rookies this season. Keith Kendrick, what's up, Keith? This Knicks team sucks. We play with no heart, no urgency. I mean, were you saying that during the Denver game, my man? Like, I get it. We're frustrated. But, like, I'm not making a sweeping generalization of a team that scored 145 points against Denver. You know? Like, it's going to take time to sort of build their own identity. It's not the same team from last year. Stop comparing them to the team from last year. Different players, different setup, different way to play, different way they're going to win games. I know it's frustrating. I know it's annoying. I know you prefer the team from last year. I get it. I prefer the team from last year. But we don't have a time machine. We can't go back. We can't go back. So you're either going to hop on and root for the team to do well, or you're going to have to just turn off the TV and come back in 40, 50 games when they figure it out. Because they're going to figure it out. They are. They are. Hazy said Payne is so valuable. Yeah, really underrated signing. I really kind of casted it off aside. And again, this was before the Towns trade, so I was like, he's not really even going to really be in the rotation. But, you know, I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Campaign sign, whatever. He's not really going to be a part of the rotation. And here he is, super important part of the rotation. I know they're dealing with a bunch of injuries, but I think he's going to remain an important part of the rotation even when guys get back. Keith Kendrick said, I said it during the Dallas game too, but did you say it during the Denver game, my man? Did you say it during the Denver game? Did you say it during the Phoenix game? Did you say the same thing when the Knicks were on a 3-game winning streak? Like, I know it's frustrating. But like I said, you don't make sweeping generalizations after a game. Nick Smith Jr. driving it down, gets to the mid-range, puts up a floater over Towns, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound, knocked into the air. Diabite picks it up, gets it out to Micic, being guarded by OG. We're back into it. Ball knocked loose, but Nick Smith Jr. picks it back up, gets it over to Micic. Micic driving to his left, driving it down, scoop layup high off glass, can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. They're looking for a foul call. They don't get it. It's a 5-on-4. Get down the court, fellas. Josh Hart leaves it off to OG as the trailer, driving it down, stops, pulls it back out. You just got to take that three, but leaves it off for Payne for a three. He's just hit two, but he too long off the back rim, misses the next one. Deshaun said, no matter the time, preparation is everything. True, for sure. E. Gibson said, Payne is a good addition. I wish our starters always played with the energy and confidence he does. Yeah, I mean, that's just how Cam Payne has stuck around the league. Like, he's not the most talented guy out there. He's super skinny, but, like, he sticks around the league because he plays with heart and energy and effort, and that's what you need out of your role players. And that's my main issue as the Knicks foul Brandon Miller on the floor. That's my main issue with Jericho Sims. As good as Jericho Sims has been the last, 10 games or so, like, I'm just, where's my energy? Where's my effort, Jericho, The effort is there. Where's my energy? I need my backup big man to be a rah-rah guy. I just do. Miller crosses over on OG and puts up a three, but can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Towns keeps it alive, and McBride comes over to grab it. McBride bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking, blows past the defense, gets blocked at the basket again. McBride looking for a foul call. He's upset. You got to get back on defense, brother. Micic is going to take Towns one-on-one, and then out of bounds on Towns as he knocked the ball away from Micic. Keith said, during the Denver and Phoenix game, their offense was good, so their defense was there. The team's defense follows its offense. It's almost like this is an offensively focused team, Keith, and that it's not the defensively focused team that they were last year. It's almost like it's two different teams, my brother. Micic gets it in, tried to get it in, but poked out of bounds by Towns. Keith said they have to learn to play defense when their shots aren't falling. Yeah, they do. They're not going to win anything unless they do, because good teams play defense. But, they're waiting for their defensive guys to come back. But until then, they have to be way better than they are. And as Towns comes up with a block, speaking of defense, Brunson bringing it down, bounce pass to Anunoby, and the ball just poked loose from Anunoby. Again, OG just not strong with the ball tonight, just very lackadaisical. He was standing straight up the whole time. Miller has it up top. Being guarded by OG. Coming to his right off the Diabite screen. Dribbles into a pull-up three. As Anunoby gets caught on the screen and Towns was in drop, so Brandon Miller just shoots the pull-up three. That's bad defense. Josh Hart putting his head down, driving it down. Almost lost his balance. Gets it out to Towns. Left corner three, trying to get it right back. Splashes it. It's a 1-point game. Halfway through the fourth quarter here. Under 6 minutes to go. Diabite up top, 85-84 now. Diabite keeps it, hands it off to Miller. Miller's looking to dance with it, coming to his right off the Diabite screen, going along the baseline, kicks it in the corner. Green, Josh Green, left corner three, rolls off the rim. He almost had it. Anunoby picks up the rebound, quick outlet to Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the left wing, being guarded by Miller. Leaves it off for Towns as the trailer pump fakes. Now swings through to his left, putting his head down, attacking, stops in the short range. Tried to put it off glass, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call, doesn't get it. A lot of contact, but they're not giving it to him. Micic has it up top, hands it off to Salon. Salon being guarded by Towns. Salon is just going to lace it between the eyes of Karl-Anthony Towns, but misses it off the back rim. Here comes Brunson. 85-84. 5 minutes to go. Brunson has it up top. Knicks down by 1. Brunson coming to his left. Micic switches onto him. Brunson's going to dance. Quick crossover to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper in the paint. Gets it to go. Captain Clutch may have to make an appearance here tonight. Unexpectedly. But he may have to come put the cape on. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? And bad turnover from the Hornets as Towns pokes it away. McBride picks it up and he throws it down with one hand. Way to drive it in strong this time. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Stop going in looking for the foul call. And defense leading the offense. Look what happens when they play defense. They get easy baskets offensively. It's almost like they got to learn how to play defense. And then they'll be a good team, right? E. Gibson, the deuce is loose. Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm not all that worried about them winning this game. They could turn on the focus and the effort at the end of the game here. The issue is that they're not stringing together 48 minutes of good basketball consistently, right? And I'm not really worried about that because they're missing a bunch of players. All the things I've been saying all night, they're missing a bunch of players. They're going to get those guys back. The chemistry is going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to play better. They're going to figure out where they need to be. Hopefully, I used to just say very confidently that Mikal Bridges is going to find his shot. He's going to start playing better, and the defense is going to follow suit. I'm losing confidence in that. As the games go by and Mikal continues to struggle, I'm losing confidence in the fact that Mikal Bridges is going to find his shot and his rhythm again. Marvin said, these guys got to be fouling OG on them turnovers. I mean, he's just got to be stronger, man. Even if they are fouling him, they're not hard fouls. Like, squeeze onto that orange, man. Squeeze onto that thing. Deshaun said Vegas was right, Knicks by 13. Possibly. Big Red said, this is proof any team can compete with anyone, any given game. These are the best players in the world. Sure, but Hornets are missing too many players, man. I can't. Luis Carr. What's up, Luis? Or Lewis? Let's go with Lewis for now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Loving the energy, young brother. I'll be supporting you all season. Appreciate you, Lewis. Appreciate you. I wish I can give you more energy. It's just a 12 o'clock start time, and the way the team played, I can only give you guys the energy that the Knicks give us. And they didn't give us very good energy tonight. So I get everybody being upset and being down and out on the team. I get it. I just don't agree, man. I just don't agree. I think patience is a virtue. If you thought that they were going to be figure it out right away, I don't know what to tell you, right? Like the Miami Heat, after LeBron, Wade, and Bosh came together and the NBA was destroyed forever, according to certain people, they started off the year 9-8. So shut up. If that team can start 9-8, then this team can start whatever they are, 10-8. Or 10-7, 10-8. I think they're 10-8 after the loss the other day. Micic driving it down, pump fakes, cross-court pass, Green, right corner three wide open. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Salon comes flying in behind McBride and grabs it. Up top to Micic. Micic, jab step, coming to his left. A dribble pull-up three on the left wing. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound again. Knocked out of bounds. Off of Salon. So ball going back to the Knicks. He said, you're doing fine. You got it right, Lewis. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the support, my man. We do every Knicks game of every season, and we do games Monday through Friday. But we're always going to do Knicks games. Brunson driving it down. Floater off glass gets it to go. Yes, sir. And Captain Clutch has made an appearance tonight, y'all. I thought we wouldn't need him. I thought we would have blown this team out. But Captain Clutch has arrived. He's looking to close this one out against the Hornets. Miller coming to his right. They show double team up top to Micic. They swing it around. Green left corner three. He's missed his last couple, but he knocks this one down. 3 minutes to go. Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top being guarded by Green. blows by him coming to his left, stops in the paint, puts up a floater off the front of the rim, but he gets the lucky bounce. And again, Jalen Brunson putting the team on his back. He's put the Superman cape on. He's got it on right now. 26 points. He's up 2 now. Miller has it up top, being guarded by OG. Coming to his left. Towns hedges. Towns almost comes up with the steal. They show double team. Out of bounds off of Miller. There you go, Karl Anthony Towns. Hedging out there. We got to do more of that, Tibbs. We got to mix up the defense. You can't keep Karl Anthony Towns and drop all the time. He's clearly not good at it. Under 3 minutes to go now. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right. Against Green. Steps back. Puts up a straightaway 3 over Green. Off the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. But Josh Hart with the offensive rebound. Hands it off to... fakes the handoff to McBride. He keeps it. Gets it over to Towns. Towns hit Josh Hart cutting back door, and he lays it up and in. Beautiful pass. Nice setup, and Brunson was directing traffic, and then he said, Josh Hart, cut behind me, and he set the screen to free up Josh Hart. And great pass from Towns. 2 minutes to go. Diabite has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Goes to his right. Foul on the floor. And I think they're going to call him Karl Anthony Towns. 5 fouls on Towns now, because of course, what kind of game would it be if Karl Anthony Towns wasn't in foul trouble? We got to hedge out more, man. Right there, what I saw from Karl Anthony Towns, you got to hedge out with Towns. You can't keep him in drop. He's not good at playing drop, man. He's not good at playing drop. Right, you got to mix it up. You're not always going to be in hedge. You're not always going to be in drop, but you got to be able to mix those things up. Miller has it up top, dancing around the screen. Anunoby trying to stick with him. Now coming to his right. Towns hedges out again. Over to Green. Up top to Micic. Shot clock winding down. McBride guarding him. He's spinning. Coming to his right. Along the baseline. Fall away jumper. Off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked loose. And it's out of bounds on Josh Hart. It's going to remain with the Hornets. The Knicks still holding on to a 6-point lead here. 94-88. 1:45 left to go. John Mosgrove. What's up, John? Close them out. Just pick up a victory, and then we can get out of here. Right? We're not going to be happy because they played like trash all night long, but just pick up the victory, put the W up on the board. We'll forget about this one moving forward. Miller's got to inbound it to get it into Martin. Martin hands it off to Micic. Josh Hart switches onto him. He pump fakes, driving to his right, going along the baseline. Tried to force it inside, ball knocked loose, but Martin picks it up and then leaves it off for Diabite. A broken play ends up in 2 points for the Hornets. AP said, haven't heard LaMelo Ball's name. He's not playing tonight. No LaMelo, no Bridges, which is why the Knicks should have blown this team out. Instead, they ended up in a dogfight with them here towards the end. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Green, coming to his left off of Josh Hart's screen. Stops, kicks it over to Hart in the paint. Tried to hit the drop-off pass to Towns, but they do call the kickball violation. I was about to say, how did that not hit the foot of the opposing team? It's a kickball violation. Showing the replay here, and it's very clearly off of Diabite's foot. Susan with the super chat. Appreciate you. This is for the future Crow to be. Yes. They get it into Towns up top, who hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Karl Anthony Towns screen. Stopping. Diabite switches onto him. Brunson's going to pull it back out. Dancing with it. Steps back. 3 over Diabite. Gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 3 free throws. AP said, please, no Reggie Miller moments. I mean, there's no Reggie Miller on this team, AP. There's no Reggie Miller on this team. Appreciate you, Susan, for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you. Lionel Monis, let's close this thing out strong. As Brunson misses a free throw, just as we say that. Just as we say we'll close it out strong. Brunson at the foul line for 3 free throws. He misses the first one. He's got 2 more coming. Knicks up by 4. Come on, JB. Hopeful Soul, what's up, Hopeful? When Spencer Dinwiddie cooks you, then you know it's going to be a long season. The thing about that is Spencer Dinwiddie is a known Knicks killer. For whatever reason, he could be playing horrible all season long, but as soon as the Knicks play in the schedule, he's going to heat up. For whatever reason. Brunson knocked down the second one. Here's the third one. JB, I don't even got to look because I know it's going down, right? Yes, sir. Nothing but net. A perfect free throw. Goes 2 for 3 at the line. 96-90. 1 minute to go, y'all. Knicks just got to pull this one out. A disgusting game, but get the W up on the board. And like I said, we'll forget it going into our next game in December. End the month out strong with a W. They feed it off to Diabite, who gets fouled by Brunson, and he gets the basket. Terrible foul by Brunson. Terrible foul. Just give him the dunk. He's wide open in the paint. What are you going to do, Brunson? What are you going to do? Hopeful Soul said Luka 60-21-10. All right, point to me the Luka on this Hornets team. Lionel Messi, did I jinx? Nah, man, it's not your fault. It's Brunson's fault. You can't be missing free throws like that. Slim said Charlotte's number 14 is headed. Yeah, Musa Diabite. He's had a good, since Nick Richards has been out with injury, as he misses the free throw. But the Hornets come up with the loose ball. But they call a foul on Brunson with 47 seconds to go. Fellas, what do we do? What do we do? Come on, get out of this game. Just get out of this game. AV said Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dimwit. I'm pretty sure you did that on purpose, right, AP? Spencer Dimwit has always hated the Knicks. Yes, he has. The Knicks are in the bonus, so Martin's at the foul line, but he misses the free throw. He misses a free throw. We love when our opponents misses free throws. We love them. We love them. Martin's a 66% free throw shooter. He knocked down first two earlier in the game. He's got one more coming here after missing the first, and he does knock that one down. Brunson bringing it down, 42 seconds to go. Knicks with a 3-point lead. It's only a one-possession game. Knicks got to get a score here. Brunson driving to his left. Coming down. Stops in the paint. Puts up a floater. Can't get it to go. Brandon Miller rips down a one-handed rebound. We could be going to overtime here. Play solid defense. Miller bringing it down. Driving to his left. Kicks it in the corner. Martin wide open. McBride late to contest, but he can't get it to go. Brunson comes flying in for the rebound, and they're going to have to come foul him. Brunson's going to bring it down. Brunson gets fouled. But Brunson is going to go to the foul line because the Knicks are in the bonus. So a game that shouldn't have been stressful was stressful. Like I said, I was never worried. They were going to end up winning this game. I was never worried. Slim Slam said, keep your cool. It's all good. I was never worried. I was never worried. I said all night, they're going to win. They're going to end up winning this game. Charlotte doesn't have any of their closers out, aside from Brandon Miller, but he's not a self-creator, at least not yet in his career. Brunson does extend it to a two-possession game, knocking down the free throw, making it a 4-point lead. He's got one more coming. Deshaun said, I'm convinced it's the refs. Omar said, ball don't lie. No, it don't. No, it don't. Taj gets some subs in here. They're going to try and rebound the ball off this miss. Do they have a timeout? They have 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Top topics. What's up, top? And Brunson misses a free throw. Fight for it. Come on, JB. It's a 4-point game. Charlotte with the rebound. They call a timeout. 13 seconds exactly remaining. $3GB said, silver lining, Knicks got me to be productive and rate the leaves today. See, there you go. There you go, 3GP. You got something important done. You can cross that off the list. You don't got to do it no more. Karen said they just should have won by more, way more. It should have been a 20-point blowout. The Knicks should have treated them the way Dallas treated us and, blown them out from the jump. Came out with the right level of intensity. It's an NBA Cup game, so I don't even want to hear about it's a November game against the Charlotte Hornets when all their players are. I don't care. It's an NBA Cup game. You're supposed to win by a lot. That's literally baked into the rules. They want you to win by as many points as possible. So you were supposed to come out and blow this team out, and they didn't. And that's frustrating, and that's annoying, and it's not a good sign for things. So I get why people are annoyed and frustrated, but at the same time, just walk out of here with a win, and let's move on to the next month in December, right? Let's get to that point. Lionel said, don't foul the three-point shooter, Josh. Luckily, they're up 4, but you're right. No fouls in general. If they're going to take a 3, give them the 3. If they make it, cool. Play the foul game at that point, right? Hopeful Soul said NBA Cup is pointless. All right, say it to the other games today, right? Everybody's playing hard, aren't they? Aren't they? Don't be a hater, Hopeful. Just enjoy basketball. Just enjoy the fact that these guys are playing hard. John said, what you mean that's bad, bro? I bet big money with this spread. They get it in the Miller. He's going to drive it down, picks up the foul, and OG is going to go to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Smart move from Charlotte. They're going to play the foul game. Miller picks up the foul here. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And ball will go back to the Knicks. Should he make both of these? Which Brandon Miller is a knockdown free throw shooter. If you guys didn't know, I'm trying to place the commentary curse on Brandon Miller right now. He's a knockdown free throw shooter. He did knock down the first one. He's got one more coming. Ivan said, a win is a win. Need to sweep our group. Yep, and that Orlando game is going to be rough, man. Orlando's good, even without Paolo. They're good. AB said, I agree. I don't understand what's the purpose of the cup. To make the guys play hard, which they are. So there's your purpose, and it's working. Brandon Miller knocks down both of his free throws. Timeout, New York. Both teams now remaining with 1 timeout each. 97-95, it is a 2-point game. 3GP said they should put the money in NBA Cup games as donations to St. Jude or something, incentive. The thing about that 3GP, these players don't give a damn about no charity. Majority of these players don't give a damn about no charity. Right? Especially if it's a charity that they're not involved in. They don't give a damn about that charity. Give them the money. And then hope that those players are making donations to the charities that most of the stars and even a lot of the role players in the league have set up donation centers that they run, donation companies that they run and whatnot, but charity companies. But if they do that, then the players are like, all right, well, what do I care about playing hard in this game, right? I'm not seeing anything of value from it. John said, now I'm worried, just 2-point lead. They're going to be fine, John. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're going to get fouled here. They're going to inbound it. They're going to get fouled. They're going to knock down both of their free throws. They're going to go up by 4. And then Charlotte's going to come out. They're going to have to shoot a 3. They're going to miss the 3. The Knicks are going to grab the rebound. Maybe they get fouled one more time, and that's going to be the end of the game. Hopeful said this game is definitely going to help with the Knicks' defensive ratings. It actually is. It actually is. The Knicks are so bad defensively that this game is going to help improve their ratings because Charlotte is only at 95 points. It's going to decimate their offensive rating, though. McBride's going to inbound it. Sharon McLean, what's up, Sharon? Appreciate you. Thank you. Omar said, I don't want JB at the line. They're going to inbound it, get it to Brunson. Brunson at the half-court line, and then gets fouled. Brunson going to the foul line for 2 free throws, 8 seconds to go. All Jalen Brunson has to do is knock down 2 free throws. Their free points, Captain Clutch, you know. Come on, JB. No whammies, brother. Just handle your business at the line. Perfect free throw gets the first one to go. Now, theoretically, the Knicks can't lose, even if they miss this, and Charlotte hits a 3. It's tied at 98. So all Jalen Brunson has to do, knock down this free throw. Knicks are going with a full defensive lineup. They take Karl Anthony Towns out of the game. They put Mikal Bridges in for him. Taj Gibson is in. 3GP said minus 25K for every free throw missed. I'm down with that, 3GP. Start finding these guys for missing these free points. Brunson at the foul line. All you got to do is knock down this free throw, JB. And Brunson makes it a 4-point game. There we go. There we go. It's a 4-point game, 2-possession game. In theory, the only way Charlotte can tie this game up at this point is if they hit a 3 and get fouled by the Knicks. That is the only way. I'm going to go ahead and say that that's not going to happen. So the Knicks are going to end up winning it. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this until the final buzzer officially sounds. But very annoying game. Very annoying game. I get the frustration. I get why, some of you guys are angry. And you guys have high expectations for the Knicks. You have high expectations for the team. I get it. Same time, it's going to be a process. It's going to be a roller coaster season all season long. You hope they hit a point where they hit the stride and you're like, there they are, right? You hope they have like a stretch of games like they had in January last season. So this is the last game of the month. We're going to go into December. New month, new team. Wipe all the nonsense that's happened the last couple of games out of your head. And we're going to go into December, into the holiday season. Hopefully healthier, right? Hopefully Precious Achiuwa plays. I don't know how close he is, but with going home after the road trip, where apparently Precious Achiuwa has been practicing now, hopefully he's ready to go come next game. But we won't know until the game. Here we go. 99-95, 8 seconds to go. Cody Martin's going to inbound it. Almost 5 seconds. Over the top. Salon, right wing 3. Airballs it. Miller saves it out of bounds off of OG Anunoby. 3 seconds to go. They get it in. Green, left corner 3. Rolls around and gets it to go at the buzzer. So it's going to be a 1-point win for the Knicks, which doesn't bode well for their point differential in this game. Josh Hart's telling the officials they got to look at it, make sure it's a 3. Point differential stuff matters because even if they end up beating Orlando, it's gonna not do well. I don't believe they'll win it. Oh, no, yes, they will, because they'll be undefeated. So, in order for them to get into the NBA Cup tournament, they're going to have to beat Orlando. But appreciate everybody who came out. Robert Jaworski, what's up, Rob? He said the Knicks team is very sus. We can't beat garbage teams. We are not a contender. When we can't beat non-playoff teams or struggle like this, gets me tight. The only thing I'll say about that, Rob, is like it's one of those games. Every good team loses to a bad team. Like Cleveland and Boston both lost to the Hawks. Ain't nobody worried about the Hawks, So, like, good teams are going to lose to bad teams. It's a long NBA season. We're going to have frustrating losses. We're going to have joyous wins. You just have to see how the team is progressing. I think for the most part, the team is progressing well. Obviously, they have a lot of shortcomings. They have to be better defensively. It is what it is. It's a long season. I'm more optimistic, I guess, and positive than some of the people in chat. Some of the people in chat are even more optimistic than me. It's just kind of a vibes thing right now. The team chemistry has to get together. It's the first full month of the season. Right? We had about a week and a half in October. November is the first full month of the season. So, got a lot of time left. They have a lot to figure out, but they got a lot of time left to do so. Robert said, I hear you, bro, but eye test looks bad. I hope I'm wrong. I get it, man. I get it. I know exactly where you're coming from, Rob. I know exactly where you're coming from. But I think that's it. Sharon said, a lot better than a 1-point loss. I'm with you there, Sharon. Casey said, Brunson had to carry again. He needs to start the game scoring more. Nobody else has his bag. Yeah, I mean, he's also trying to be a point guard. He's again, it's a chemistry thing where he has to figure out when to get into his scoring bag and when to be more of a facilitator and make sure his teammates are getting going. Earlier in the game, they were force-feeding Towns, trying to get him going, and then when it was clear he didn't have it going, they were kind of aimless for a little bit until Brunson put the Superman cape on. It's a process. They're going to learn that kind of stuff as the season goes on, so. Lionel Mona said, don't we have a 4-game homestand coming up? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We can go through right now for our next game is December 1st, Sunday. So I'll see you guys Sunday, 6 o'clock. Earlier start time than usual, but later than today. We play the Pelicans, the Magic, big game, NBA Cup game. They're also a game ahead of us in the standing, so important game for many reasons. Then we play the Hornets team again, and then we play the Pistons before we go off on the road again. But they got to take it, they got to get home, get comfortable, and then get ready for a tough battle against Orlando. But that's going to be it, guys. I appreciate you, K. Hazy, Jules, Lionel Monas, Mark, Susan, of course, Sharon, E. Gibson, AP, Rob, Deshaun, Karen, of course, Marvin LaShore. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. It's going to be a long season. DJ Punchy, Omar, appreciate you guys. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be annoying because you're going to have a lot more games like this. They just are. But hopefully they become few and far between as the season goes on. They eliminate them completely, but it's going to be a process. Hopefully we get there. I do believe, by the way, this suit is now 3-0 in the season, if I'm not mistaken. So Sharon McLean says, started a winning streak. See, I love the way you're looking at it, Sharon. I'm with you. They started a winning streak. Come on, we're on a 1-game winning streak. Time to build on it. So appreciate everybody. I'll see you guys on Sunday, 6 o'clock. Remember, a little bit of earlier start. But until then, I'm out, guys. Thank you. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.